What's up, Madden NFL 13 gamers? ZFarls here from MaddenTips.com for another exciting edition of This Week in Madden, episode 77. As always, joined by my co-host / sidekick, SGibs.
I am not your sidekick.
We are about to get in some action. Waste no time. First question, tech guy, slam it to me. What is it?
What we got on the slate tonight?
From Dead Master. I used the New York Giants defensive playbook, and I wanted to know what is the most effective blitz play out of the NASCAR, and how would you go about setting it up?
Good question.
Xbox 360 here.
I think that the NASCAR formation, Farls, is a untapped resource in Madden NFL 13.
I thought you were going to say overrated.
No. You know, I got to admit, I haven't spent a lot of time in it, but what I'll tell you is unique about it is, you know, you see these blitz angles. If I re-blitz down this defensive end, it doesn't go straight. It's an angled blitz, and I think that's gonna do something. And you know, I haven't dived into it that much this year, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's something that can be used effectively. It just has to, you know, put some time and effort into it and figure it out. But what I think Deadmaster should be doing for this blitz would be to press coverage, spread your linebackers, and you'll see they're going to go into those outside gaps there. Then I like to crash the line out. You're going to re-blitz Lee here. Re-blitz the defensive end down. Very important here, contain this D tackle. And what we should hopefully get here is pressure through the B gap or outside. And as you see, the guard came picked up. I know what I did wrong there, Farls.
Okay.
I need to not have those guys crash out on the right side there.
Got it. So we'll readjust it. So this is where us testing it. We see we got a guy in, but the guard picked it up. How can we get that guard not to get in there?
I think this will work better this time. There you
and
go.
The guard unable to recover there. We get the sack for the pressure. So the NASCAR defense, as we look through the guys on the defensive line here, with the Giants, it puts a linebacker from the outside at defensive tackle. And you cannot sub in a linebacker at defensive tackle. You can only put them in at defensive end, and then you'd have to move. So if you didn't have the NASCAR package, what you'd have to do is put JPP at defensive tackle, then put Kiwanuka at end. So they actually be flipped as to how they are in real life. So a good job by the team actually getting the correct packaging, watching the tape, and seeing this is how the Giants rush their four. I know they've done a lot of work on the packages like that. And they do align pretty nicely. Obviously, you can't stack linebackers in certain gaps this season. So using this strategy, you know, you'd like to see those guys a little closer, but you can still get a guy in the B gap using that tactic. So a good question for Dead Master to start it off. And a nice little...
Let's see if we can get it on the opposite side, too.
Okay.
Snap the ball, go. And you can see
got it from the left and the right.
That's ooh, a little fumble by Eli, classic Eli right there. So that's the importance of how you're going to make this blitz work. And here's the really cool thing about what we just showed. This is a universal blitz from this formation. So you can do it from cover 2, you can do it from 2-man under, you can do it from cover 3, cover 4. Any play you want from this formation, you can do it from. So what that's going to do is that's going to provide a lot of flexibility in what you're doing. And I would say base everything you're doing from this blitz around 2-man under. 2-man under is the best coverage, the best defense in the game, in my opinion. That trail coverage, that trail technique, you're getting guys jammed at the line of scrimmage. You're going to get inside position. It's very difficult to beat.
Very tough. So that's the first tip of the night. We got a lot more coming. Now we'll take a quick pause and say welcome to the show, everybody. We want to jump into live game action and really get you guys going. We got tons of guys in the chat here watching the show, talking on the livestream.com/EA Sports chat. Couple quick housekeeping notes. Obviously, we had the guide come out this week, the tournament guides for Specialized with the New York Giants, and then the Specialized Starter, which is Kansas City. So we've been getting actually a lot of good feedback on that. A lot of guys tweet me bold bench bonus. Bench bonus. A lot of tweeting of that little hashtag there. And if you want to go ahead and get that, I said that we'd get you guys 40% off on the winners kits if you wanted to buy that, but you wanted to get the winner's kit with it. So there's a code tonight, TWIM40, to get the winner's kit, which will include the Specialized offensive guide, either for tournament or for start, whichever level you choose. So we're here talking in the chat, and quick reminders is basically you can download the app, the 99 cents a team or $9.99 for all of them. You got it on iPad. Comes with videos, 3 of them to be exact, that will actually pop up and watch. Gibbs got the iPhone 5. He just wants to show that off. He doesn't have the app. He just wants to show you his iPhone 5. So full screen video.
It's almost as big as your iPad, kid.
Almost. It's not as light, that's for sure.
Definitely not as
light.
This guy.
All right. Anyway, so that's all that we have for right now. But if you got the guide, give us a little bench bonus in the chat. It's been going really well, so it's some good stuff. All right, let's just jump in and waste no time. Let's get into our second mailbag question. Nice blitz to start off the show, Gibbs.
Pretty good blitz. Pretty solid blitz.
From a longtime Madden guy, Militant X1. How do you defend the more accurate and pocket quarterbacks in the game, i.e. Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, and Eli? So we actually just showed, we'll show you Michael Vick over here on PlayStation 3 real quick. So he's not a pocket passer. He's pretty accurate, but he's more of a guy you think they're going to scramble. We got to work on containing him. We got to do all these things.
Get outside the pocket.
So what are people going to do? Well, they're going to, hopefully spread their line, rush their blitz guys down, maybe put a contain in. And they're just worried, probably spy a player. And they're just concerned about getting their rushers upfield, forcing Vic to stay in the pocket. As we snap it here, we see, Vic hopefully not be able to run. He's got the spy following him. Those guys are going to break off. You see players all the time as we go in here into replay. Players who use these type of quarterbacks like to roll back a little bit further at the snap. And as soon as he rolls off, the team did a good job making sure that that guy's going to break off. Why would he keep fighting? He's just going to break off and get downfield. That's the important part about defending an immobile quarterback. There is what having one spy and making sure that your ends are rushing, because you want, if they do scramble outside the pocket, you want those defensive ends to break free and chase down the quarterback, and that's huge for defending a guy like Michael Vick. More so a guy like Brady, a pocket passer. So now over here on Xbox, we'll take a quick second, and we have of course Eli Manning, probably the hottest pocket passer in the game right now. And debatable. Probably your number one MVP candidate at this point of the season. I can't say much about Tom Brady with what he did last week to the Seahawks, but Brady, what you really want to do is get the pressure up the middle, hope he intentionally grounds the ball, because that's kind of his thing. Other scrambling style quarterbacks, I don't know, Russell, Hustle, Wilson. I don't want to talk about the game. Okay. I don't want to talk about the game. It's okay. It was. I know a lot of people in the chat do. It's okay. A travesty, and it won't happen again. And it's. Yeah. All right, so here we have Eli Manning. So if you try and do that against Eli, what he's going to do is he's going to call his protection out. He's going to stay in the pocket, hopefully step up, not scramble out, and find an open receiver. So you're not really playing to his strength, but you can definitely work ways of getting pressure up the middle of the field. Re-blitz some guys. You don't really need the spy other than to guard the short pass or the middle of the field, but you want to blitz these guys a little bit more and not have to worry about using spies and contains on the backside. Vic obviously left-handed. You want to bring the pressure from his right or from his left to force him to roll right. Eli, hopefully get some push upfield, collapse the pocket, and see if you can keep him from stepping up. There, we just missed a block shed. So what I want to show. Oh my God, Bradshaw, get off. What I want to show there, what is pretty effective, I think, about the NASCAR and what we're doing from this formation is. Take a look at the alignment from this formation. Again, this is the NASCAR formation from the Giants defensive playbook. What I did is I re-blitzed everybody in the D-line straight down, okay? Now, you see that the defensive ends are split wide to the tackle, right? So hopefully what we're trying to get here is them to engage on the outside shoulder of the offensive lineman, correct? Yes. Now, look at the defensive tackles. You'll see that they're lined up on the outside shoulder of the guards. So when we re-blitz down everybody, what we're trying to do is create a block shed situation. This is a very passive way to try and get pressure in this game, but we're trying to get everyone on the outside. See how they're trying to fight for that? Yes. That's what we're looking for. And with a team that, when you use a NASCAR package, if you get DeMarcus Ware, Anthony Spencer, Victor Butler, you get these effective pass rushers after the quarterback with their power moves or block sheds, things like that. That's what you're trying to get, is get them on the outside hip. He almost got in. He almost got the backside guy there was able to get there. But he's just fighting one-on-one on the outside. He's got he's to the side, and all he's trying to do is get into here, so he doesn't have to keep pushing towards the middle. He's coming in the side, gets in there, and gets that elusive sack on Eli Manning. It's not hard. It's not easy to get those. No, ask the Niners. Even all the block shed that they have, couldn't do it. Block shed power moves. Give me one more time. All right. One more time for Eli here. And there was the block. I mean, you're going to have a little bit more time in the pocket, but again, we're not setting up a blitz here. There's blitzes you can use. But as before, you would be containing or spying one of those guys against a mobile. He's talking about the pocket passers. Get that push. Don't worry about it, because I'm not going to take off up the field with Eli. And that's one of the reasons I stopped using the Giants is once they took it down some of his deep accuracy, I couldn't scramble anymore like I can with Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people using coverage. I mean, and that's the thing. You need to have I think you need a quarterback that has some mobility to make some plays. I mean, there goes Eli, but that's scary. If that's Aaron Rodgers, if that's Michael Vick, you just probably got like 10 yards instead of 3. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're still talking in the chat here. Let's take a look at the next question. NevadaBallin wants to know. He's a great guy on the forums, asks a lot of good questions. We pulled one of his, I know he had a bunch of good ones, but here's a specific one that he had. From the gun bunch weak formation, I've noticed some of the outside receivers number 1 on the depth chart routes are delayed after the snap, but they aren't blue routes, which are block and release delayed routes. What would you do to take advantage of this? Examples, Eagles drive. So we'll flip here. I think we're up on PlayStation 3. We have the playbook. So I know exactly what he's saying. This is a bunch situation. I'll play some man-to-man defense. And if you look over to the right side of the screen, you see that circle, X, and R1 are all within a specific region of the field. And if you hike it, circle actually waits and delays before going out on his route. But another part of his question was, if you just put a guy on a straight streak, say you just put Jackson on a streak, he's not going to wait and then run a streak. It's only the route that's designed by the play. So how can we use this to our advantage?
So what you're seeing here is what Farls was saying so what's happening is he's waiting for those other routes and that bunch formation to clear out and create space, and then he's going to continue on his route. So we go back in game now, take a look at how we can use it. So 2-man under, you're going to get that press coverage off the line of scrimmage, but because it's delayed, he doesn't jam the receiver. So what we could do here is throw a snap throw to Deshaun Jackson. It's great for quick passes. This has been something that people have used for years in Madden, especially from single back bunch, but in this example, it's from...
Would you recommend a guy like Jason Avant where Deshaun Jackson is to get the catch in traffic, or you like his speed better? What do you think?
4th and 2, I want Avant there, yes.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the game, I want Jackson there so I can snap, throw, and hopefully try and spring it and break it.
So a key to this is, I know a lot of people watch Gibbs' Daily Show. He talks about the zig routes across the middle of the field and how you can quick pass them, but you need to be under center to kind of get that quick pass going on. So if you're not under center, you get the ball. By the time the ball comes in shotgun, that guy's already crossed and he's not really got that quick element of surprise. But here it's delayed on the PlayStation. We jump back in. It's pretty nice.
Works well in zone too.
So just put him on a natural drag though, and just see that, because he'll probably just run straight into Avant or get pressed.
He's not going to get pressed. But he's
not on a drag. Gotcha.
Right. He won't be open. He shouldn't be very open. Well, he was there. That worked pretty well. But I don't think you can snap throw this. I don't have confidence in snap throwing. Let me try it. Let's see what happens. Okay. National Live Internet. Snap. Throw it. Same result.
Yeah. Now, what if you go maybe streak and then zig? I'd say inside Avant streak, R1 zig.
Streak? I don't want him on a streak.
No, because you're going to get pressed.
Get pressed. You could put R1 on a zig.
What if you drag Avant?
What about that? No, I don't like that. Too much
congestion. So you got to be careful. That's why he's delayed.
Give me a cover 3.
Okay.
Give me a zone, because I think the zone it's going to work better. The zone I think is going to drift away. See how there's more space?
That's the key.
Much better
maybe don't run it against man, even though you get a free release.
You can run it against man and snap throw it, but I do like it a lot against zone coverage. Against zone, it looks like it's a nice option. Snap, they drop away from it, drift away, and then all that space is underneath.
Make
definitely a better option against zone.
Okay. All right, so that's a good way to use that. Big fan of those type of routes. That's a good find by him to say, okay, I see this. Is there anything that we can do with it to make it even more effective? So good question from NevadaBallin. And thanks for having him on the forums. All right, next question in the mailbag.
Mailbag?
Crazy J006. How do you recover after a bad losing streak? I need my mojo back. Well, let's ask the question to the person most qualified to answer it. A guy who's got a 3-3 team and knows a little bit of something about some tough losses this year. What's it like? What do you do if you're losing?
Well, if I remember correctly, a couple years ago, you did how ZFarls got his groove back. You remember doing that? Yeah. So you were the one that was actually losing, and you actually did this. But what I would say is do this: controller in hand, put it down, relax, step away for a day, go read a book.
To the park.
Go to the park. Go to the
preferably
gym,
a water park.
Go somewhere. Just relax. Get away from it. Step away, because what we end up doing all the time, and Farls and I were talking about this earlier, is that we have our 5 sets for success. We have our running plays that we use. We insert them now. We change our audibles, things like that, right? One of the first things that always goes in our audibles and our offensive scheme are running plays. One of the easiest things to get your game back on track is to start running the ball. It slows you down. It gives you chunks of yards. So, if you run the ball twice in one drive, on one drive right now, you're going to get 2 or 3 yards on that run, in theory, hopefully, because it's a running play. It's safe and conservative. So now you're in a 3rd and 4 situation, opposed to we all fall in love with our passing plays because you can pick up huge chunks,
big
and
yards.
Score quick.
You fall in love with that one big route that's like, oh, this is a big play potential. I'm calling it here, and
right.
you realize after the game, you're like, that was the wrong time to call it. But you fall in love with it, and then you start using it more and more and more. And then when it stops working less and less and less, you somehow still start calling it more and more and more because you think, I need to hit
some weird vortex.
The percentage of amount of the times that you hit that big play goes down, so you call it more to get it back up, but it's still a low percentage chance. And if you're not calling it the right situation, it's very, very tough. I'd like to see some guys in the chat. If you guys are struggling, what are some of the things that you guys like to do?
How do you recover?
King Jason, I agree with him. And Tech Guy mentioned this earlier. He goes and plays another game. If he's struggling, maybe he's playing Call of Duty, and Tech Guy's not calling in choppers every 8 minutes. Maybe he goes and plays a different game. Yeah. He just switches it up.
A little NHL, little Chell.
Get the sticks going. Keep the thumbs strong.
I'm pretty good at Tekken Tag too, by the way.
Pretty solid.
I'm pretty
solid. A little FIFA, mix it up. Little skill game challenges there. Check my high scores. They're better than yours. They're better than yours. So yeah, you want to play a different game. Ryan Dykes, go to practice mode. But here's the thing, and I think Gibbs does this to a fault almost. He changes up his scheme if it's not working 1 or 2 games. So he might have a great scheme, he might win 10 in a row, but he loses 2, and all of a sudden you come in the next day and his eyes are droopy because he was up until 3 in the morning changing up all of his plays. It's like, no, your scheme worked. You just maybe ran into a guy who defended it, or you got a little sloppy, but you just need to refine. You don't need to change up the whole thing. How should you determine whether or not you need to take every play out, 1 or 2 audibles out, change your whole playbook? What should you do? You just got to step back. The answers will come, and then you can mix it up. Definitely go into practice mode, though. Get back to basics, guys. Run the ball more.
Play the computer. Go play an unranked game. If you're caring about ranked, or if you're caring about league games, play a game that's not going to matter.
Call your cousin or your little brother and just beat them 100-0.
Destroy him.
That's why you have brothers.
That's why you get a tech guy, so that you can play tech guy who doesn't know how to play the game.
And then you beat him. Your confidence gets back.
Or you play ZFarls, because he's a walkover, pushover.
False. Next question.
False. Bears beats Battlestar.
You know what you do? You play the computer with the Patriots defense, and then you just throw downfield. And you either get a pass interference or a touchdown.
You max protect and you just run fake play actions and throw it in the air. That was the most ridiculous offense I've ever seen in my life. Go ahead.
Hustle Wilson. All right, guys. Time for the scheme of the week. A great recommendation here from Cody Ballard. Now, he was running out of the Cleveland offensive playbook, which is actually what SGibs used last season, and he noticed that the play Browns curl is very good, and I agree with him, but he likes the gun spread as well, and it doesn't have some of the plays that he's used to using in this year's game. So what other plays can we give him from this formation to make this scheme work? Over here on PS3, let's take a look.
Now, I'm not. We have the Cleveland Browns on defense, but we're not going to switch because I'm going to show you a play that's in the Cleveland Browns book in the same formation, which I think is one of the better base plays you can use in the game. Gun, tray open. You get that spread feel.
Yeah.
But you're not tight. You're in a trips formation. But the play I want to show you is one of my favorite plays. This was my base play last year. Wide receiver screen. I actually tried to use this on the first swim of the year, and you were ready for it.
When I played against you, and you just kind of called a random play, and I beat you.
You were ready for it. So I went rogue and never used that offense anyway. I should have done that. But what I would say on this play, I would take Jackson here, place him on a fade, Macklin on an out. Love me some outs. So if the DB are back, you know what to do. Guys that have the guide. McCoy, you place him on a swing pattern right. What I'm going to do here with Jackson, motion him in. So if it is man-to-man, I'm going to be able to beat them with Jackson inside, and I can also throw that pattern right there to McCoy. And as you can see, Shady going ham right now, going nuts.
That's pretty legit.
That was pretty good.
I mean, the Eagles are a solid team. They don't have they're not the Packers, but having a little running back like Shady's pretty good.
Eagles are good, and what's nice about this is you can beat man-to-man pretty consistently with it, especially with that inside throw. So we know that's going to work. And I mean, you have Deshaun Jackson running on that. That's awesome. So you have that option. You have the route to McCoy. You keep motioning Jackson here. You can hit the out pattern if you like. I mean, I'll throw the out. Pressure's going to come in, but I'll throw it anyways. Boom.
One thing to note is, with the screen blocking, you don't have as good a protection as you do as you have just call a basic play from here, like 4 verticals, which is still another great play, even from a formation like this. So you want to be quick and make sure you have strong decisions to get the ball. I'm going to call zone here. I want to show something as well. So we're in zone. He's going to put the out, but the flat's going to fade back. But we could put McCoy out to the flat to the left, hopefully draw some attention down from the flat zone.
Create like an empty spread.
Correct.
Right? So change it up.
So let me go here.
So I'll put him on a swing pattern, motion him out.
Yep, and now the flat zones knows where to go.
I like it.
Because otherwise, you're not running a true. You don't have the flat to respect. So even though he's out, he might sink back a little bit. But now look how he goes short, and then if you make that throw, you're there all day.
Right.
So that's something you can do if you don't have the correct alignment and you don't have that flat route. The thing about the flat route, guys, which is a challenge, is you can't really make it if it's a receiver or a tight end because you can't have a hot route, flat route. They're just not winning the game. And a zig, even though it kind of goes to the same area after a minute, it doesn't have the same effect.
Right.
So you need a halfback, which you can then put on the flat route or a little swing, and hopefully that flat zone will draw his attention. Otherwise, you can just hit it to him. So those are some good options, and this is a great base play.
A lot of the things you can do. You can get crazy with
You want to relive it for a few minutes?
It's such a good
scheme
formation.
Of the week?
It's such a good formation. I'm going to show you
What's the play he mentioned there?
Brown's curl. I might not be in here.
Okay, got it.
But for example, like this play, I know the fake wide receiver screen. I know there's certain things about this play that I like. So if you're in man-to-man coverage, first off the bat, what I'd recommend doing is the following. Watch this. If you play man-to-man for me, Farls.
Yes.
I'm gonna have 3 man beaters on one side of the field.
I like that answer.
So here, Jackson motion. So I have that fade I can win. I have the fade on the sideline.
Oh, circle. Oh yeah.
So I can have the motion fade. I have the sideline fade, and then the route to Cooper. You'll see that it takes a little bit more time to develop. You'll see that a lot of times he'll cut back over the middle of the field. It's kind of like the slot trail route, just not as hard. But a lot of times he'll cut over the middle of the field and he'll beat him on that cut. Probably don't want a guy like Cooper there. I should get a guy a little quicker. But so you have 3 man beaters on one side of the field. What you can run from.
Imagine this flipped as well, especially that'd be pretty nice.
Let me show you something
play.
else. I got something else for you.
All right, brains cooking here. Schemes cooking.
This is the best gun tray open in the game. This is the best gun tray open in the entire game. This is a nice play here. Call man to man for me again, Farls.
All right, let's see here.
So first and foremost, what do we got going on?
Just checking in on Deadmaster. We answered his question earlier. He's looking about the Y-ISO shake from Pats.
Love it. I just talked about it on Madden TV the other day.
Hit that up. Check that out.
So first and foremost, I love this route to McCoy. So it's a wheel route. It works the same as the slot seam wheel routes that we motion, right?
I hate this route.
So you could snap, and then as he breaks, you can throw that ball in there. And then you read the linebacker again. So I waited, and then the linebacker went to the left of him. I can snap, and I can snap this ball, throw it there. So there's a lot of times you can throw that route.
Somebody uses the halfback, probably,
Now, what I also love about this play, watch this little baby motion to Avant. Whoop, whoop. Oh, baby! That is hotness. Love that route. Love that route.
That route is weird. Did you see a weird route?
Yeah.
See, that's a consistent.
This is. I remember when I was the first twin. This is why I wanted to use it. I wanted to build a scheme around it, and I just didn't dedicate enough time. But I'm telling you, watch this route. This formation has so much potential, guys. Little whoop, little lost your luggage on the defender right there. Love it.
You can try flipping.
So here's again motion.
Here. Oh, I was in zone.
He pauses.
I'm in zone. That's why he's pressing.
Yeah, it's a man-to-man play.
Yeah. That's my bad.
Give me man.
Nobody plays man online this year.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's just a joke if you're new here.
And then you got to get work on the passing, but there's potential with it. This route on the route over here by Deshaun Jackson, I like too against if they're playing like a zone coverage, like if you go to like a cover 3, give me cover 3. What I like about this is if we could get that flat route to pay attention to Avant here. You see how he sits, and you can get it to him if you try and get over real quick. Because it's real shallow.
Okay.
So there's a lot you could do. I mean, motion out McCoy, motion him back in, snap, and then he's going to break out, and then he'll break over here. And you can break him inside.
Yep.
There's a lot of things you can do with this formation. It all starts with the wide receiver screen. Then go to this play. 4 verticals. You can run curl flats from this play. Here's a play, I believe it's called Strong Flood. I'm going nuts with this right now. I love it.
Hey, it's a scheme of the week.
So you take a look at, where is it? Strong Flood.
Yeah.
So I love this play because you can run a curl flat concept off it. So what I would do is here,
built-in flat route,
I'd place Jackson on a deep out. Macklin again, I'd place Macklin on a deep out, and I'm going to take R1, who's Jason Avant here, Farls, and I'm going to put him on a fade, and I'm going to motion him over left. So now you're going to see I have an inside release to Avant. I have a curl flat concept to the right. I have a quick pass to the halfback out of the backfield on a C route. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do out of this formation. You can keep your opponent off. You have plays for days, literally plays for days. And that's why I love this. Of course, halfback draw. There's so much, guys. There's a lot you can do. Just a lot you can do from this formation.
All right, so that's the scheme of the week. Some great plays from the Gun Tray Open for the Cleveland Browns. We do have another scheme coming up, though, in a little bit that you'll want to check out as well. Now, we're talking in the chat here, guys. We have, want to let you know, the tournament spec guide. Specialized guide.
Specialized.
I call it spec because it's like a spec guide.
Spec catch.
But that's available. I believe it's $9.99. You have a starter version from the Kansas City playbook. You have the tournament version from the New York Giants playbook. Used it last week. Little perfect passer rating. It's a great book. Totally broken down. You got a full breakdown from Gun Doubles Week. You have the best base play in Madden. Classic book, and just really well done. And we've been getting great feedback. Plus, you get the bench bonus, little extra stuff that we've been seeing a lot of. And if you get it through the winner's kit, the TWIM40 is the coupon code you want to use to get the whole winner's kit. Or you can just get the individual guide. But I know a lot of people saw this, they know the other stuff's good now, and they want to jump in on the winner's kit because they'll eventually get the defensive specialized guide, which will be out. They want to get it all and save 40% off. They can use that code until the end of the show. So we're chatting here.
And one thing about the new guide that just came out. So a lot of people have, we said that it's going to leave off, or it's going to continue right where we left off from the other guides.
Yeah.
And I would really think that everyone would confirm that, because where we left off with the Arizona guide and with the balance guide was teaching you the fundamentals of what we think is the most basic and effective concepts in the game. That's
how to read the defense,
and how to read the
spread
defense.
it out, and just be calm.
Running plays, what routes work against certain things, stuff like that. And now this guy, we build upon that. We're still giving you that plus a better formation to run it out of, and then you're going to get giant slot trail, which is such a good play. It opens up a lot of things. Farls actually said today, which is kind of high praise. He said, "I love using it in the red zone because the zone defenders do not defend it properly.
People miss out on it.
They drop too far back."
Yeah, it's really good in the red zone. The route to the halfback, it just is a headache for them to defend, and that doesn't even include the streak that I usually use with the halfback that I break down from a doubles week. So it's really nice in the red zone because everybody plays coverage, but it gets to a unique spot on the field, and you end up just walking in if you get your read. So it's great. Let's take a look at our next question here. We got one from Jay. How do I defend against the run draw and still have good coverage when my opponent comes out in 4 wide receiver, 1 running back set? I know this is a great answer, so I'm making it the Virgin Gaming tip of the week.
Ooh,
what do you got?
That's bold. I like that. Now, let's take a look at this Farls and let's show what they're talking about. The halfback draw from a gun spread formation, one of the hardest things to defend this year, right? You play a lot of coverage. It's very easy to move the ball when you do something like this. So yeah, take a course 3 deep. This is what we've been doing. So yeah, this is what people are running, right?
I'll come out right now and say,
draw me to death. Draw me to death. Right?
And people will do it. People will do it.
So you'll see that right now there's 4 defenders right in the immediate box on the field. So that means that the offense has advantage in the run game. So what ends up happening is you can run the draw and you can go and look at that. You pick up huge yards. And the way you're going to play defense this way is conservative. You're making your opponent hopefully force a throw into all this coverage. You have guys three deep defenders. You're forcing everything underneath. It's a bend but don't break style defense. Kind of like the Patriots, who break more often than not. But so this is one way that we've
only at the end of the game.
So I'm sure that people have been seeing this, and then they're going to say, okay, I'm going to try and do that, and then you're getting gashed, and the halfback draw is absolutely killing you. So let's take a look at one thing you could do potentially that would kind of still be able to play the same defense, but help slow it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So go to a bigger formation for me.
All you're really trying to do with the draw is just
scare them, kind of.
Either get them not to run it just by looking like you got guys in the box, or the other thing you can do is all you have to do is lock it up once in the backfield, and it's 2nd and 11, and you're probably not going to get 2 more draws. There's not going to be a lot of draws on 3rd and 8. I don't think. I just don't think people have the fortitude to, I'm running it on 3rd and 8. I know I had this.
I'm going back out.
It takes a lot of confidence to get to that level of.
Going back out there real quick, what was funny, the gun spread there, quick out to up was a halfback screen. That's interesting. Interesting. So let's take a look at, curl flats here. So come back out in that same formation. So take a look at this right here. Now I would probably run a halfback draw here because I see that there's 4 defensive linemen and 1 middle linebacker. That's 5 guys. Farls, can you base align for me?
All right, I'm going to push up on the D-pad and then right to base align.
Okay, and then I want you to spread your linebackers.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, pinch your linebackers.
Right on the D-pad, down, or R1 and down.
And you can pinch your defensive line.
Okay, L1 down.
Right. So what I'm telling you here is that you see what we do a lot, right? You fade avant, right? Put some guys on outs, right?
Yep.
He looks like he's open, right? But what happens when you motion him in, you snap, what ends up happening?
Inside position.
You got inside position.
So you're trying to earn your receiver inside position against man-to-man, but the defender's so far inside, not only defending the draw, he's defending a motion from this player who's going to cut inside and use the inside pass lead, which you can really mess up the defense with.
Well, part of the problem that occurs with this motion is that it sets the defender in motion. So when the defender goes in motion, now it gives the offensive player a chance to get inside. So if you make sure that your defender isn't moving the snap of the ball, he's got a better chance to stay inside that route. Now there's pluses and there's minuses to this. You're not going to be able to really set up a lot of blitzes, from this one look. So that's one minus.
Yeah.
Now one thing I'll also tell you that is, you might say, well, throw the flat route. Here's what I'll tell you about this.
From shotgun.
I'm going to tell you more times than not, from shotgun, I'm not going to get a big beat to the flat on this. I'm going to snap and I'm going to throw as quick as possible. Go. And then up the field, okay.
I'll live with that. Here's the other thing.
Especially on the short side of the field.
Yeah, let's move the ball to one of the hashes. So say I have to defend the draw, right? Say I want to show some guys in the box here. I'm not going to necessarily bring in this defender because it's to the open side of the field and put him here. What I'm going to do is use it to the short side of the field because we don't like to put the outs really that over there and use the flat. You want to move this guy a little bit in because this is probably where they're going to try.
The motion.
Potentially try the motion because there's more room.
But snap to the flat, and then look,
just,
now he gets over
clogged.
there.
It's clogged.
So what we're saying, and the idea behind this is, it looks as if they're open, and you're basically going to bait your opponent, like, hey, throw it to this guy, and look at it, snap, throw it to him, short side of the field, catch, tackle.
So
1 yard gain.
What you usually do is say, take the draw, because I have my guys lined up over the flats. I'm not going to give you the flat. Here, if they're running the flat, if they're running the draw and they're doing a good job, you're going to move the guy in from the flat and say, all right, we'll run the flat, call the flat. And even if they run the streak or they run the fade, like we showed earlier.
Farther away so they don't bounce back.
Yeah.
So when they do run the draw, the idea is that if you have more guys in the box, so you're going to be probably using the middle linebacker. So you're going to, if you have all these guys in the box and they run the draw, hopefully the idea is you have enough guys in there where now you can take down the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Right? You're just trying to load the box up. Now, just to see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Pinch the line and then drop guys like in purples and one spy rush one guy. I'm just curious. I want to see how well this works or how well it doesn't work. So the snap, go. There's more guys in the box. I got tripped up on my lineman, but that's what you're looking for.
I like creating havoc,
But the other thing is what you need to do. Quick audible down for me, Farls. Should get the thunder smoke. Pinch your linebackers. I'm telling you right now, you need to do this one time. Set the tone early. Do it once. I'm telling you, do it one time.
If you do that, also what they're going to do is probably call hurry up and probably try and bomb it deep, but that's your quick audible. You have 2 man under. That play's not going to
Go to that again.
So say I do this.
Now press. Okay, pinch linebackers, and just kind of hover over that guy. Right. You would use the middle linebacker. Remember, you're the middle linebacker.
Because I'm watching the halfback.
Right. So in this scenario, say I do try and get the ball out quick, right? Well, the route goes out. I motion over avant. Snap. Go. Okay. Try and lob it up. I mean, is that bad? Is that a bad thing? They're just throwing the ball up, living on a prayer?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
And when they're going to run the draw, they're not going to be ready for that. If they don't think that you're bringing it and you are, they're going to wait.
You have to blow up the draw one time to make them respect it, to make them think, is this the time where he's doing it again?
Yeah.
That's what's really important. If you blow the drop once, I know when I play at people and they send a 6-man blitz at me because they're sick and tired of me running the draw. That's when I start questioning. Okay, should I run the draw now? What should I do here? And that's what you need to do is do it one time, set the tone early, let them know, hey, not on me, not on my
watch. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, next question. From Julius, he wants to know, what's a good way to get pressure from quarters normal formation? So, got that here. We're in quarters 3 deep. Quick note here in the chat. They want to see some love for the Dolphins.
No. Why?
They got Reggie Bush. They got Tannehill.
In Madden? Madden, they're pretty good. I like Reggie Bush in Madden, but
I think they're better in real life than they are in Madden. Who's with me? Anyone with me on that? The Dolphins are they better in the NFL or are they better in Madden?
If you think that
type NFL or Madden, if whatever you think the Dolphins are better in. They're definitely better in the NFL.
The AFC East runs through Tom and the boys.
They're all 3-3.
The AFC East runs through Tom and the boys.
Maybe they are good in Madden.
Fact, not opinion.
I don't know. They don't have Brandon Marshall.
It's fact,
the
not
D is
opinion.
pretty good in the NFL. D is pretty good.
They lost Vontae Davis.
Are the Dolphins a top 15 team in either the NFL or Madden? Chat?
Where'd you put them on your podcast?
T-Bone thinks the NFL.
Where'd you put in your podcast?
They're not in top 15. They're more in the 20s.
Right.
But I could reconsider.
Tannehill's put up some gaudy numbers. He's put up some nice numbers.
Yeah.
Stats.
I have a question, SGibs.
What's up?
This is like a political debate.
Yeah.
If you don't think the Dolphins are a good team in the NFL, why did you start their receiver?
Whoa, sir. We're not talking about this topic here. We were actually talking about foreign policy.
You're not answering the question.
We were talking about foreign policy. You've also just talked for 3 minutes straight.
How come you didn't use the Dolphins? How come you used the Dolphins receiver in fantasy football?
What I said, what I did back then.
He flip-flopped on this issue.
No,
this is a war on the Dolphins. This man hates the Dolphins.
I used Brian Hartline, and he gave me a 0 spot.
So you have an agenda against Brian Hartline?
I do not have an agenda against Brian Hartline.
He clearly does.
No, I don't.
He clearly does.
Sir. I was gonna call you governor. Governor Falls.
The governor here he hates Miami.
False.
He hates anything not New England Patriots.
False.
He has a proven track record. You've seen over the last 4 years what this man and the Dolphins have done for you.
Yes.
He's
Brian
ignored
Hartline.
those people that love the Dolphins.
Yeah.
He's not for them. And I'm here to say, I'm the new face on the block. I'm all about the Dolphins, and I'm going to be the guy who's going to lead the Dolphins to prominence over the next 4 years. If you want more of the same, go with him.
Yeah.
But if you want the Dolphins rocking the AFC East, come vote for ZFarls. Thank you very much for your support, everybody. Good night. That was a fun fake debate.
I'm out in ZFarls.
That was a fun fake debate.
I'm all about
I think I'm
SGibs.
getting some votes right there.
Are you?
Next question
I
in
don't
the
think so.
mailbag. Well, I think we were right in the middle one. All right.
Yeah, quarters. No, it was quarters.
All right.
Quarters.
So
Quarters D.
Pop it up real quick, but it's the quarters normal formation. We're looking to get some pressure from the quarters normal formation for Julius.
For King Julius. Let's see. Go gun spreading again. Here's a quick tip for everyone at home. When you're labbing defense and labbing blitzes and things, always pick a spread formation that has everyone going out on routes. I know that sounds crazy, but that should be the tip of the week because you don't want to lab against something that has a halfback blocking.
Correct. And then once you do find a good blitz, then you block the halfback, see what happens. Or once you depending on what you see and what actually happens, you want to make the adjustment. So
for the record, ZFarls.
Yes.
Brian, I started Hartline not just because he had one good game, because I had Darren Sproles out, I had Gronkowski out, I just got Aaron Hernandez back. Who else? I had to get him in.
You were desperate.
I had to get him in.
You were desperate.
I had no one else to go to because everyone
This man
on
is
buys.
a desperate politician.
They're on buys, and it's not my fault. And when I got into this situation, it was already this bad, and I had to deal with what I had.
So this is your fault, not Brian Hartline's.
And I don't know.
Correct. All right. So if this was Madden 05 here on PS3, we would have the best play in the game.
Why? Because that was your play.
DB Strike 1.
Kid
DB Strike
so
1
much.
is the best play in Madden 05/04. Allen Rossum off the edge.
Madden 06 too, because that's when we used it a lot too, right?
But what would you recommend for a good blitz
Give
here?
me call under smoke 3.
So a zone look.
Give me. I always like baseline because
All
it gets guys in the right position. Then press. Give me some press coverage. Then I want you to slide the left slot guy in. and then I want you to re-blitz that DN down. This is basic. This is something real basic, guys, that you're going to be able to use. It sends 6 guys. You're going to free 1 guy up. Use the free safety. Free safety.
Usama.
Your other free safety.
Usama Young.
Snap the ball. You're sending 6 guys. You're going to have coverage. You're going to get 1 guy in. You see he came through the A gap. Now, if you quick audible down, you're going to see it's under smoke. It's its man-to-man counterpart. They're made for each other, essentially. And press coverage. Give me press. Give me some press. And then slide the left slot guy in. And at the snap of the ball, same result as the last time. Now pressure comes off the left edge. This is something that's simple for you beginner guys out there. You always want to combo your blitzes together. You want blitzes that look the same pre-snap, that have the same pressure during the play, but have different coverages behind it to try and confuse your opponent.
And some of those concepts will work from other 3-down line formations. But quarters is great. Can we just see if this blitz works, the DB strike? Because I know it's cover 1, and that's not our best option
that was
to
the
play in this year's game, but it was so good.
But that was back in the day when all you had to do was call it and it just worked.
No, I base aligned, I'm pretty sure. Before I knew what base align was,
no.
I'm pretty sure before I knew what man align was,
Where did you read that tip?
I invented it in my basement.
Yeah.
A lot of hours of labbing.
Yeah?
I definitely pressed, I definitely base aligned.
Definitely pressed.
And I usered this guy, but that was before I knew to user the guy in the halfback. I mean, maybe now you got to re-blitz. You know, obviously Jabal Sheard is not super fast, but you know, maybe let's just try it. Let's entertain it. I mean, one guy should in theory come in.
Oh, he almost came in.
That guy got pancaked.
Yeah.
We got to review that. Let's review the tape. So maybe
crushed.
this is, you know, saying, hey, Farls, last gen, in the new gen you're gonna get baptized. Let's take a look. Popped them.
Wow.
Not a good look for my defense. Run
it one more time. Run it one more
Such
time.
a good defense.
I like it here.
This was the best, guys.
It was. You got up in your opponent's face. You like leaving them out at depth. I like leaving them out maybe like that, and then just go, swoop in at the snap of the ball, go, DB strike, boom, worked, pick 6.
Touchdown. So, you know, that could be the Browns defense, but I'm guessing that blitz just no longer good. I'd use the undersmoke one that we showed with the man in zone looks. That's how I get pressure from quarterback.
We got a tip from Apex in the chat. He says to flip the play.
Yeah.
And then to show blitz.
Ooh, okay.
Hold on.
Maybe that. No, I don't think I showed blitz back in the day. I'm just saying back in the day.
That's all I'm doing. Snap.
Okay.
Snap it. See what happens. I mean, I see it. I see it. Pick. I see what you're doing, sort of.
I like it. I like it. Shout out to Killer21G in the chat.
Killer's in the chat.
My man. It's my man right
Killer.
there. All right. Next question.
I don't know why I did that.
I thought you guys had a thing.
We must have.
All right. Questions from WalrusGarl. WalrusGarl, I'm not sure. What are some good techniques to use against someone who is a good user pass defender?
We're going to just stay
Let's
on
go to Xbox.
I don't know. Should we stay on the PS tray?
Yeah?
We can.
Okay.
It's ready to go.
Okay.
It's ready to go. Stay on. Give me the offensive stick. You take the defensive one.
Because he knows I have the master user skills. Let the record show. Let the record show.
Unlikely story.
I think we just had a full debate.
We did have a full debate out of nowhere.
That escalated quickly.
That was not rehearsed. Eagles come back. You know what? Doesn't matter. It could be any play you want. Doesn't matter. But what you want to do, you want to work routes off each other. And I almost want to call this like an inside-outside approach. So what that would mean is you place Selleck here. I like him on a zig pattern. And I say zig because we know he's not going to get pressed. And then I like to take our one receiver. I can't see who that is. Avant. I think it's Avant. I place him on a drag. Motion one step, snap it. And what I'm trying to do here is make you pay attention to that drag pattern. And I need to hit that drag pattern. It works a little bit better, I think, with like a faster guy like Deshaun Jackson. Let me get Deshaun in there. The idea is to get that drag open, and so that they start paying attention to the drag pattern because it's motioned, and that's usually the first look. And yeah, that's where I go whenever I see my opponent motion a guy. I always kind of spy that guy. So here it is again with Deshaun, motion, quick motion. Hopefully he frees up, gets a burst. As you can see, Deshaun's got that more the higher speed, so he gets more separation. A quick little drag turned into, what is that, 10, 15 yards?
I'm not letting that happen again.
So you're not letting that happen again. So what are you going to do, Farls? You are going to jump that route, and then what happens, the inside-outside approach. Uh-oh, lost your luggage once again. Brett Selleck down.
Bumbling.
Stumbling, bumbling. So again, this is you call it baiting. You call it whatever you want. You're going to bait the user defender to follow something when you know that the Selleck route over the course of time is going to be open more consistently. And I actually threw that there. You might not believe it, but our TV went black there.
It's back now.
It's back now. It happens during the game of the week. It happens on national.
We do it for
internet.
extra drama.
So here's again, and you'll see Selleck. He gets that crazy separation off that zig, and you're going to see how we use that route combo.
A couple other notes. So, when a guy's user defendering and he's got a blitz set up, what he's looking to do is guard the weakest area of the field.
Absolutely.
Pretty much top players do this. If you have a blitz set up here, we'll see what we have in our arsenal. Say Saw Zero Blast.
Just that crazy
that if it's man-to-man, we'll just set it up here. So we'd use it the halfback, right? So you can either say, I'm going to force you to use the halfback. I don't think you can guard him on a streak. If the halfback, if we're going to drop off the halfback, if he goes right, then you can work the halfback to another area, because I'm going to assume that the halfback's going to come out here somewhere.
Right.
So if I'm sitting here, I'm kind of worried about this area. You can move the halfback on a flat route or do whatever you want. So a user defender is typically going to be in the area of either man-to-man guarding the halfback, or with the zone look if there's a lot of pressure coming. So look at, like with a zone blitz, say you're going to get rid of this flat zone because you're going to give up the flat. You're going to give up a short throw when you bring pressure. So what people will do is now they'll stand Maivia behind where this is coming from, so you know that they're potentially weak in this area of the field. So you got to,
The rule of thumb is you throw at where the blitz is coming from, because there shouldn't be a defender there. Another way, though, I like to kind of fool with the user guy, it goes right back to how we run our base concept curl flats files. Is, we do a lot of the motion to this guy right here, and we're saying you can stop one or the other. So if you're in man-to-man, you were in zone there, but if you're in man-to-man, right, you have to choose, are you going to user the motion fade, or are you going to user the out? Which you create a dilemma for your opponent. Now, yes, you were there to stop that pattern.
Yep.
But now you have to be there to stop the out as well. So a lot of times you need to have at least two specific routes on your offensive play that need user control to be defended against, because that makes your opponent have to decide what they're going to take away and what are they going to give you. And that's exactly what the zig and the drag is.
Now he blocks the halfback 3 times in a row, and now I'm just like, yeah, I can go to whatever I want here.
Sneak him out.
Now, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go stop this little zig thing. Now all of a sudden that guy beats me.
Streaks to the halfback this year are so good because you can pass lead really easily.
Very effective, very effective. So let's jump back in. Let's take a quick second. So we got to take a look at the chat. We're hanging out. We got some good questions coming in on Twitter. You can use the hashtag TWIM. We just, obviously on Tuesday, we already talked about it, but the specialized guides came out. So if you got your winner's kit already, check that. If you don't have it, you got a coupon till the end of the show for TWIM40. That's where we're at. You can also just buy those guys individually, the starter or the tournament. Got the app, got all the questions going right here. We're hanging out. We see ATL, Ian, who I played.
We got Dugan. We got
played
Mr.
the other
Arkansas.
day. Nice little scheme.
Cody Ballard in the house. Michael Dubs, the Chance, who's new.
I'm gonna give ATL Ian a tip. He asked for some tips.
Yeah.
Big tip for him. He actually went up just before the half. Right. He went up, I think, 21-14 just before the half. 1 second left. He scored a touchdown. I was crushed. He kicked it deep with 1 second left. I took the kick to the house. Got ball back at half. Scored. That put me up a score. Then the pressure was on him. Got a couple picks in the game. Got out of hand. But squib there. Just do not let me return that. Don't kick deep. Don't risk it. It's the end of the half. There's 1 second left. Just take it all the way. You can't. You just can't let that happen. So that's a key. But overall, it was a great game, and we've been playing a lot of games against guys. We got
Andre 83. I think that's my man Andre. I believe I know who that is. Andre 83. What is up? That's your fault. He wants to know the difference between a live tourney and an online tourney.
That's a great question.
The biggest thing I would say that I think about playing head-to-head Madden versus online Madden, as I can, when we're playing head-to-head in person, I can see the formation that you're coming out in. So yeah, obviously, like with a no huddle, you know what they're in, but
Or you see two receivers,
right.
but you don't know exactly what that means.
Here's the thing. A lot of times, like, the quick little cute plays that you run online, they don't always translate to working offline. So you might catch me a couple times because, like, you come out in this random formation where you have this, like, one play, and randomly throughout the game you'll call it and it'll work because I'm not ready for it because, you know, in person I might see, oh, he went to that formation. I know he's going to go to that play. So I'm ready for it because I can see that you went into it, you picked it, you scrolled by it, and I can see you picked it, right?
Yep.
Now, the other part that's really interesting about online versus offline play is the following. Now, we are all creatures of habit, and I would bet a lot of times when you go to pick a play, you just find your play and you just pick it. Like, you're on it, like, oh, you go to it, and I know you pick one of those plays.
Yep. So check it out, PS3 here.
Square. Oh, you hit square. So
say I'm going to call two-man under, right?
Right.
What you should really do is you should hold down on square. Right now I'm holding square in the controller, and I'm flicking through all the plays. And then when I let go, it'll just give me two-man under, even though I'm all on all these sugar things. When I come out, just because I let go on one of those plays, you're going to get two-man under. That might seem like a basic tip, but
it doesn't seem it. Yeah, it really is.
Some guys don't know that.
It's pretty important. And you would have seen me do it go back and watch the Twims. I'm 100% serious on this. Go back and watch previous Twims. Watch when I go into the gun doubles normal New York formation. I don't ever stop on giant slot trail, ever. You'll see me just pick. I go on it. I hesitate for a second, pick it, and then I scroll through the rest of the plays and just on a random play. It's a small, minor thing, but these are the small things that give you an advantage.
Yeah, grab a play here. When you go in as well, a couple things online that you'll see. You know, obviously you can't be looking at your play or your defense. So if you don't,
crucial.
Just training without looking at it, setting up a blitz and saying, oh, okay, is it set up right? Oh, yep, looks good. You don't really, first of all, you don't have time to do that. Second, they're going to know what you're doing. The other thing is just making sure that, like, when you quick audible, I've seen people actually go down and call, like, cover two zone. And I can't tell if they're messing with me or if they're actually just trying, like, they just can't tell.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's tournaments where you're at Walmart and you're playing against a guy.
And they go
And then there's tournaments when you're at MLG and nobody's doing this, but these are something to keep in mind, you know. Are people really that crazy that they just pick an ass Madden play? When there's two runs in a pass from three different formations, ask Madden, and they pick a play, and then whatever formation you come out in is the play you know they called? That'll happen. It'll happen every now and then. So be diligent, be ready, be looking for keys and tendencies. And those are the keys to tournament play, is seeing those tendencies, those formations, remembering them, and jumping the route and making a play.
I'm going to take back what I just said there and say the most important thing is not showing your play. And we all, like, it's very hard to, so when you're playing at home, you can set your play up. You'll see on screen here, you'll see that I can set my play up and I can look at it and I can sit there and say, okay, yep, that's what I want. I like that. It's very hard to get out there and then do this, and then snap, go, and then run it. It doesn't seem like it's hard to do, but when you're a creature of habit and you're so used to looking at your play at every snap, when you get to the live tournament, you're freaked out. You're like,
you're already nervous.
Where am I? Because you're not comfortable. You're not used to doing what you're accustomed to doing. So you need to get into a habit. If you plan on going to live tournaments, you need to get into a habit where you're not going to look at your play.
Yeah, there's a way to shut off the links. You might want to try that.
Right.
You know, if you shake the screen, don't do that. A couple other big thing is, if you mess something up, just reset it. Also, write down your audibles before you go to the tournament.
Right.
Talk about them. What is my X slot? If you have your audible saved in a certain order, don't save them in a different order when you get to the tournament.
That's a great tip.
I remember, I think I mixed up JPP and OC at one thing, and I had to just do it when I got in the game. But it's still, you know, you're trying to see what he's calling, then you got to switch to your guys and make your quick adjustment. And it's like, I haven't set up that depth chart in a little while.
Right.
And that's why. Go through and practice. You get 5 minutes in most tournaments, so it's keys. It's real key.
You can't be sloppy with your setups. What I mean by sloppy is, in a lot of things on times on defense, like, you'll click onto a guy and you'll quickly put him into something, and when you're offline playing someone, you can't look at it and make sure that you did it. So you need to kind of go a little bit slower. Like, okay, I did that. Okay, put him there, now put him there. You need to go a little bit slower just so that you're sure that your setups are in there, because you can't show your play. You just can't. There's such big difference between online and offline tournaments. It's crazy. The stress of being in an offline tournament, you don't think it's real. I mean, we joke and we talk about the national live internet and playing on the hot seat and getting nervous playing in front of people online. It is very different when you are playing and you're it hits me. I don't know if it hits you. It hits me. When you're playing live, you get nervous. It doesn't matter if it's game 1, game 2. Doesn't matter what game it is. You have nerves, and you need to be able to fight those nerves, control those nerves, and still execute your plays.
Especially if you've had like 6 cans of NOS.
And the last thing you need to worry about are your audibles or your setups. That's the last thing you need to worry about with everything else going on.
Yeah, you should be worried about the adjustments and knowing that you have the confidence to make them. So that's what I go with. You see guys at tournaments, you see a guy run a play, he's practicing. Before the tournament, don't run your best plays because people are going to be looking. But don't be like, oh, I saw this guy run this play. Well, I want to run that now. Now I got to change playbooks. And then all of a sudden you get there and you go home and you lost and you're like, why didn't I just stick with what I've been running with?
Zan just made a good point. So you know how you have a man-to-man plays and you have like cover zero blitzes or whatever?
Yep. So
if you're in this formation and say whatever, and you're used to usering this guy here. So what ends up happening is if you come out in a tray formation,
yeah,
right? So what that would mean would be Havili would be outright. So just motion him out, right? So now what ends up happening is, because he's in the backfield, I can user him, so that's fine, right? So if you motion him out, well, now I can't user him anymore, right? So these are small things that you need to know about your play.
You might not play against a lot of people who run that style formation.
You have to know your defensive plays and who to user against what formations, because that makes the biggest difference in the world. You don't want to be using a wide receiver. The wide receiver has too many variables of routes he can go on. We say user a halfback because there's only so many routes that the halfback can go on. A swing pattern or a streak, or there's so many only routes they can go on that can hurt you. So there's a lot that goes into it, and offline tournaments are great though. They're great.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, next question here. From Ill Ravens. He wants to know, I use my Ravens 100% of the time, and I like their offensive playbook as well. Could you guys give me some good man and zone beaters to use from their playbook? Yes, we can, and yes, we will. We have their playbook over here on Xbox as we fire it back up. So this is a playbook that SGibs actually enjoys a lot, and we'll share some plays with it for you. All right, so let me just switch on defense. I believe I have it with the Cowboys. Great play.
The tight shakes.
We'll flip. And we'll set up the Ravens here. Now, Ravens are, I think we had them in the top 8 of our depth chart podcasts. I did a depth chart for every single team in the game, and I ranked them 1 through 32. So you want to check that out as well. And the Ravens were top 8, but their playbook is actually pretty legitimate.
Pretty good.
They have some stretches, I believe, which we always dig. And they have a nice tight formation that we're about to break down here. It's Scheme of the Week Part 2. So here are some tips for the Ravens playbook. Part
2, and the best part about this play is it's a hidden formation, but is a hidden formation. It's in the single back doubles flex. I actually was running this a little bit earlier in the year. You might have seen the play is called Tight Shakes. And there's a couple reasons why I really like this play. First and foremost, I love the fact that I have the ability to snap throw to win at the line of scrimmage for a quick user play. Now, the next thing I really like is I know a lot of people user control the middle linebacker covering the halfback. So if the snap, I can snap and I can just lob it to Murray. And as you can see, it's one of the best routes in the game to get Murray out quickly. I mean, a lot of times these routes to halfbacks out of the backfield, like, you put Murray on a swing pattern, right? And if I throw it to him now, there's a lot of ground I have to make up to get positive yards.
Yep.
Now, look at the difference between that and then look at the difference between this. Snap, lob it to him, and that he turned around. But look at the difference. There was about 6 yards because I was like -2 on the last one. There's a huge difference in what this does for your scheme. Is it puts a lot of stress on your opponent to be able to defend that route as well as the Witten route. When you combo that with certain things where if you motion Bryant out, you motion him back in, now they have to worry about that. They have to worry about this route to Bryant in the inside. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do from this tight shakes formation. I could even hit this Y pattern right here as he breaks to the sideline. Snap, he breaks out to the sideline, and you can see, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do from tight shakes. one of the better plays in the game. To attack man-to-man or zone, so Farls goes to zone coverage, all I have to do is streak X, I can fade him, doesn't matter, and then the drag by Witten is going to enter into that area, and as you can see, it's easy 4 or 5 yards. I mean, just a lot you can do. I love this one against cover 2. I love putting Witten on a deep streak here, and you'll see that he gets into that seam area. You can snap throw it to. There's a lot of things you can do again. I mean, it's just one play, and it's a really good play. And I kind of miss it now that I'm running.
Yeah, that's a nice under center. The key to the under center is you can get the ball out so much faster than you can from shotgun. In some games, different versions of Madden, you feel like, I'm under center, I'm kind of vulnerable, I don't feel like I can pass protect as well as I can in shotgun. But this year, I think single back is perfectly good formation to throw out of, because you can get the ball out faster. You don't have to worry about the quick sacks. The line holds up, and a lot you can do, especially some of those routes to the halfback out of the backfield. So that's a nice Baltimore scheme there. Some
of the toughest schemes every year, and what I'll say going back to tournaments is, when you get to a tournament, there's always that one guy that has this crazy, ridiculous under center snap throw offense.
You prepare for shotgun, spread, blitzing, blitzes.
I can tell you, you're prepared for all those other things that you're expecting, but I can also tell you that you're going to run into that guy that does that.
And then you got to start, you run single back. My blitz,
your blitz not going to get there.
The angle's not really the same. It's not getting in. Now you got to switch it, and it's just a different mindset to defend. So don't sleep on guys who run from the single back style. All right, here we go. Next question. From Dazed and Confused. With a lot more online players playing a no-huddle scheme with their offense, what is the best way to read an offense while on defense? And also, what should I be looking for after the snap to make better adjustments? So, hurry-up offense. Obviously, we've seen the Patriots run over 95 plays the last couple of weeks. And guys are going to no huddle yet. They're going to come out in the spread. If they see the numbers in the box, they're going to run the draw. If not, they're going to get downfield. One thing I see with no huddle a lot is if it's not a constant no huddler, but it's a guy who might try it. Say I'm going to uncover the halfback. So put the halfback out on a route, but get sacked. So take the sack here. So if I get a guy in, all of a sudden, he comes in, he goes, halfback's open. Hurry up. He hurries up, right? Immediately, all I'm doing is, this isn't going to work against newer players. You don't blitz the guy, maybe zone a guy out. And now all of a sudden, go for it.
Oh, he was open.
Halfback.
Oh, he was open previous play.
Covered. Think about where you were just weak. The key to hurry-up offense is where your defense was weak better than where the offense does, because it's your defense. So what do you think he saw when he just snapped the ball?
He saw what you
Why
saw.
would he want to call hurry-up, Does he have you in a specific formation that he's got an advantage in? I think in the NFL, teams, if they get a nickel cornerback on the field, they'll run the ball. They'll use the 2 tight end sets to block and have an advantage. In Madden, I don't truly feel that it matters as much as, if you get a nickel guy in the box, he's still going to be able to play defense, not as good as a linebacker, but not in such a situation that they're going to be able to run all the way down the field, and you need to call a timeout or something like that to get him off the field. I heard a great stat today that the Patriots, right? When they played the Eagles last year, Juan Castillo, the defensive coordinator, was just fired, right?
Right.
He was formerly an offensive line coach. He wasn't really, he didn't know how to get everything into the plays and do all the appropriate adjustments. So he had one player with the helmet on, right? Ray Lewis is the guy for the Ravens. They're going to miss him because he's going to get, he knows the play calls, he knows the tendencies, he yells stuff out. The Eagles, they only had one player with the green dot on the helmet, so he had the headset. The Patriots were able to call a certain personnel to get him off the field, or he took a break, and then the Patriots no-huddled for like 6 plays in a row. So they didn't have a way to send a play. Obviously they have hand signals from the sideline and stuff, but they didn't have a way to get plays into the defense without their guy on the field who calls out the plays consistently. So it was,
you only can have one.
Yeah, so you can only have one guy, so you want it to be a guy who's on the field all the time. And they got him off real quick, and then they kept hurrying up so he couldn't get back on the field.
That is so interesting, because he has to wear the green dot on his helmet.
Yeah, so you know who's got it. Obviously guys get injured and they make adjustments, but I just thought that was a cool thing that the Patriots did. Is tough break for the Eagles, but that's something that hurry up. You do it to get an advantage. Nobody hurries up just to hurry up. You hurry up to get an advantage. So don't hurry up if you're not going to get an advantage. But
that's the whole point.
That's why your opponent's doing it.
Right. Just like in real life, they're hurrying up for an advantage.
Yep.
You're doing the same thing in Madden. We had a question in the chat. It was a good one. It was about what is a 3-head rushing attack?
Well, that's a good, So I'm getting a lot of questions. What's the difference between the starter and the sim, or starter and the tournament guide? Starter guide, definitely more basic. It's just broken down slower. The plays are still very, very effective, and it does actually cover a lot of the stuff that the tournament guide covers. But in general, it's going to be more safe for league play, less, sim versus tourney. When we think of that type of conversation, we say, well, I don't like to, one thing, I don't like to snap a wide receiver between the tackles on a run play.
Or I don't want to snap throw to a zig tight end guy.
Yeah,
right?
The sim guide and the starter guide will not cover that, and the tournament guide will go into that, as you'll see these tactics used more and more online.
Or we're gonna package things correctly. So we'll say where we might use a wide receiver in a situation, and then we would say audible down to a running formation. But what ends up happening is you would have a wide receiver lined up at tight end, and that might not be good for certain people. So what we'll do is we'd say, well, then sub a tight end out at wide receiver, so that when you audible down into that running set, you're going to have your tight end lined up properly. So that's the kind of the core difference between.
Yeah, and honestly, the bulk of it is going to be the similar. It's just how we teach it. We just go through it a lot slower. There's still tons and tons of plays. It's just different on how we explain it. So you're going to get value from both, and they're both really good. And even if you just pick up the starter now, you can always go up to the tournament later. Right. Depending on when your level goes.
Tournament play tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're a beginner and you're just not that good at the game, but you want to eventually become a tournament style player, you can go with starter. But if you play a league style play and you like to run things like you see on Sunday, you can go with the starter style. But otherwise, the tournament guide covers everything, and both go into packaging. Both give you teams to use. Both talk about the stretch and the slam runs, which are our favorite. So you're not missing out on anything. Don't think about it like
that.
Right. So.
And a couple guys, so Wolf and Ballard were saying about, Era had a question about, well, the starter guide, is it going to be as good? Well, I will tell you that Farls was using the starter guide on the first 5 TWIMs. He was literally using that book, using the core concepts from that starter guide as his main offense.
Yep. So the Arizona guide was the first starter guide. Now it's the Chiefs, but I used the Arizona guide, and I beat over 25 GameStop managers in a row. So they're more starter style players, and then I
beat me with it.
Then I beat SGibs with it. So I beat tournament level players with it too. And it's the concepts. And I like a lot of people. What they're doing right now is they're taking the new guide. They just mesh it in together, and they build off the concepts that they find out about, plays that they find out about, and they put it back into their own favorite playbook. And a lot of people have been having success with that. I mean, bench is a concept you see in every playbook. Almost every playbook.
The bench bonus, you can run that from just about any playbook. So you can take it from there, and then same with curl flats.
Yeah.
So curl flats is going to translate into any other book you're going to use, and that's kind of a core philosophy of what concept we're using this year. And then we use the Giants book for the best base play in the game, Giants Slot Trail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good stuff.
But you don't have the 3rd and 2 quick passes like you do from the Chiefs book for starters. So you have some different quick passes, but they're not the same style.
Which I would say is in the Chiefs guide, the ace pair chief that we break down, that is this close to saying that's the best under center formation in the game. I really like single back ace, but I think ace pair chief has a little bit more passing involved with it, and that's all broken down in the Kansas City Starter Specialized Guide.
Cool. So that's just some questions out there for you guys. Hopefully that helps. And email us if you have any questions, zfarls@maddentips.com. There's also a quiz you can take, maddentips.com/quiz, to see if you're more starter or tourney, and you can always get up to either level. So cool. All right, next question. We have from Grim Magician 87. It's a doozy, and he wants to know, in this year's game, when you audible on defense, you must wait a while before you can audible again. This prevents you from using your quick audibles from your secondary plays. In Madden 12, you could audible to your nickel zone blitz, and then you could quickly audible to 2-man under, cover 3, cover 2, and this would allow you to have one audible, but then you could get to 5 different other plays. So in theory, you had 25 different plays. Is there a way to audible quicker? And if not, how do you set up your audibles now to get the most out of the 5 plays that you do have access to?
So
let's show exactly what he means.
That's a great question. And what I would say off of that, so for example, what we did last year, we talked about man blitzes and zone blitzes. Earlier in the show, we talked about how you want to combo a zone blitz with a man-to-man blitz. So number one, what we would do in the years past is we'd come out and say 3-4 over.
Yeah, so let's hop in on Xbox, and I'm going to come out in nickel, and I'll come out in nickel cover 4, because this is something that we teach and we believe in. So I'm going to come out in nickel cover 4. Why don't you just come out in 2-man under if you're going to call 2-man under? Well, if I come out in 2-man under, I can never get to cover 4. But now that I'm in cover 4, I can call 2-man under. I can call the cover 2 zone. I can call the cover 3 zone. And I can call
2-man under.
The zone style blitz, or I have the ability
blitz.
to reset and go to cover 4.
The man blitz.
But what he's saying is, before, so say I had a dime play, right, as my audible, cover 2 sync, say. Now I have a completely different formation, but if I quickly audible to that, I'm going to quick audible back. Say I quickly audible to the dime cover 2 sync, or just cover 2 sync, right? And then I want to audible to 2-man under.
You can't. You have to wait for everyone to finish moving.
And now they finished.
There's a delay.
Now I'm in 2-man under. So that took an extra 6 seconds, and you get your 7 seconds pre-snap. So sometimes you get stuck. If guys are moving and adjusting around the field, you can't quickly audible. And that's part of the question, but guys might not get exactly what he means. So the question is, what should you do? If you want to get 2-man under from that formation, do you need to put in cover 2 sync and 2-man under? Or do you only call it at certain times? How do you set up your blitzes, and how do you use those audible slots on defense?
Well, one thing that's really important about this is, again, a tip we talked about earlier in the show, the first tip of the show, the nickel normal NASCAR. I am a huge believer in this year's game that you need to be able to come out in one of your base play. So, for example, we say maybe it's cover 4, maybe it's cover 6, whatever it is. But you still have the ability, you're in this base set, you can now, again, play the cover 4, play the cover 2, yada, yada, yada. You can get to all those zones. But the important thing is that what we taught you with that first breakdown of tonight's show was, look, I can this first play, now I'm gonna bring pressure out of cover 4. Right? Farl, snap, go. He's looking downfield. I get the pressure that comes in, right? Oh, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle. I saw that the guy over the middle of the field was open.
Yeah,
okay.
he was in cover 4.
Okay,
I got this.
So he was open. So now I know. I have that left slot guy's open. Okay, snap, go. 2-man under. Now he's covered. Pressure's still coming in. Okay, now it's third. It's third and short. They just picked up the big first down. Okay, now I want to go to. Oops, I jacked that up. Now I want to go to my cover 2 play because I'm going to defend the short area of the field, but he's going to think, oh, well, I just saw that he was open, so now I'm going to have this guy open in the flat. Well, guess what happens when you have the ability
Yep,
to
I'm going to leak that out because there's nobody on the halfback.
Now you have the ability to quickly get
boom.
to all these plays, which you can now send pressure from those stock plays that you came out in. It's really important. Whereas last year, years before, we did really rely a lot on being able to audible to other plays and then get to other plays from that formation and do all these crazy things. That's still important, and you still need to have those plays. Like, for example, our run defense, we have it set as one specific play. And if I think you're going to run, I need to be like 99% sure because then I'm stuck in that play. So I need to be really sure you're going to run. So when you run, I audible into it, so I'm ready to go set it up.
But you can't really audible out quickly because you guys are moving and you're getting them set up for the run play.
Right.
I agree there.
And then so say you have another blitz from another formation that you like. Okay, that's fine, but make sure that you set the man version of it, you set the zone version of it. And I would
This is new. This is a new tactic.
And I would say go as far as setting up like you'd want to have a coverage play out of that too. So I'm a big believer in 2-man under being the best style for coverage defense. So if you have you have your run defense, your man blitz, zone blitz, and then your coverage defense out of that other formation, you're coming out in your base, and then you can have that crazy wild card blitz be your 5th audible.
Yes, definitely.
Makes sense?
Yep, because before, like we said, you just have, say a blitz. Yeah, DB strike 3, which it would be like a zone version of the DB strike. Then you have DB strike 1, which is the man version of it. You'd have to just you audible to the zone, quick audible to the man. Now you can't quick audible as fast, so now you got to have both at your disposal if you want to mix it up.
Yeah,
it is what.
Because last year you could set 3-4 over stink pinch zone, and then you could quick audible down, and you get 3-4 over stink pinch man. That ability to do that gave you an entire defensive scheme from one audible was awesome. Well, hey, why complain? It's not there anymore. Let's get around it. Let's do something else. Figure it out. So you set 3-4 stink pinch man, 3-4 sting pinch zone, and then maybe 3-4 sting pinch 2-man under, and then go from
what
there.
I will say is, not having guys moving back and forth before the snap this year is awesome. Not having to answer a million questions about it. hey, guys, moving pre-snap. I got sacked. What do I do?
Right.
Nobody is shaken.
Right.
It's
you know what?
very
Remember all that fuss people were making?
Every week having
Does
to answer
anyone
that
complain about that
question.
anymore? I mean, it's still yeah.
Just not there. Just not effective anymore. So it's really good. All right, here we go. Next question in the mailbag, because then we got to get into our game.
Running overtime right now.
M. Goldfinch, how often do you run defensive play stock?
I don't know,
Goldfinch,
ever.
Probably never. Pretty much never.
Do something.
Pretty much never. There's one
Re-put the
play.
D lineman
That's
down
it.
or something. Do something. You got to make yourself
you know.
feel like you're playing the game.
Make it your defense. Put your
Do
spin on it.
something. Don't just sit. Don't just.
Why play? Don't play the game. You're playing to play the game. Tech guy says he calls.
And tech guy's pointing.
He says he
himself
plays
out 'cause that's how
defensive
he
play
plays.
stocks,
Do something.
and that's bad.
Maybe get on a guy and run around or go off sides. Do something. Make it so that you're playing
Live
the
a
game.
little
Enjoy
bit.
it.
All right, we are paging R. Quinsky. Is that who we're looking for?
Let me check my email.
Because he's playing against SGibs in the game of the week. Is Ryan on there?
Yeah. Oh, I lost my mouse.
All right, so Ryan Q, you won the Virgin Gaming qualifying tournament. Where you at? Because we need to play you
Where you at, Ryan?
on the show tonight. I'm going to have to be playing a random person from the chat. I'm going to go on Xbox. So go to the Giants lobby right now if you want to play ZFarls on Xbox. We'll use random number generator to play an opponent. So who that? Okay, Ryan Q's here.
Oh, he's in the hose.
Ryan Q, go on PS3 and go to the Patriots lobby.
Let's lock up.
All right, so Ryan Q, go to the Patriots lobby on PS3. Are you on PS3, right?
It's the game of the week.
Don't worry, you got time, but just want to make sure you're here. Okay,
it's
Ryan
Xbox.
Q's Xbox. You want me to play him or you want to play him?
You can play him because
All right.
you haven't played on PlayStation 3, really.
Okay. Yeah, Ryan, I'll play you on Xbox. And now Gibbs. So meet me in the Giants lobby, Ryan Q, on Xbox. Gibbs is going to go onto PlayStation 3 and play somebody from the Patriots lobby. A random person, could be anybody from the chat. Just go to the Patriots lobby on PlayStation 3.
Sir Funk, why are you throwing out hashtag go off sides? Because I just said that, right? Do something, go off
Yeah.
sides. Is that why?
He wants you to live a little.
Live a little. Enjoy
Let the
yourself.
record show that this man here is a supporter of offside play. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, anyway. All right, we'll take a quick break. Remember, Twin40 code is good till the end of the show for the winners kits. And you got the app. We're about to lock in for
I tell you right
Game
now,
of the Week.
Cody Ballard is praying so hard that he gets this game.
He wants
Cody
to show
Ballard.
off his scheme.
He wants that rematch. See Ballard.
All right, here we go. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're just going to go
Walk
set
up.
up over there. We'll be right back.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Is the D?
D is not right.
Okay.
So you're double trouble.
Yes, sir. I'll set it in game.
Wow, Shields went really fast there. What was wrong with that?
So go full screen on SGibs here.
Is this me or why? Oh yeah, I'm on offense. Okay. Freaking out, man.
Okay, you got a lot of people in the Giants.
Gotta go and do something quickly.
Ooh.
How many peeps in the Giants? Xbox is way better for like active users on this forum here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. Okay, tech guy, I'm good to go. Sorry, Tarantula. Tarantula, which one are you in the chat? Yeah, there we go. We got full screen on this game. 5-minute quarters? Why is it 5-minute quarters? Something weird's going on. Something weird is uh-oh. A little laggy here. I gotta call a timeout already. Okay, so things are not starting out on a good note. A little laggy, so I didn't get my play call in. Chief is saying that Farls has two bars for his connection.
I pay a hefty.
Farls, did you plug in the Ethernet cord to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pay a hefty internet bill. I should have plenty megs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I should have megs left over at the end of every month.
Yeah.
Quarterback's calling something out.
Little corner on the cob action in the backfield, kid? Yeah, buddy.
All right.
That's a little, hey, that's a little shot to my man, Calhoun County.
Yeah, CC.
Little shout out to my man, Calhoun County. Little shout out to the man.
All right, I'm gonna retire from this matchup, and I'm gonna go random, but I'm gonna switch back to my other Xbox.
Going on the Kaaba. We got a bad connection tonight.
Maybe it's because of the earthquake.
It might be the earthquake.
That's
Seriously.
only like half kidding.
I'm not
like,
joking. We had an earthquake.
Like, yeah, buildings didn't get messed up, but what about wires?
Because I'll tell you right now, ain't nobody got
Turn off
time
the
for
what?
that. Go up and get it, big fella.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, come on. Connection.
All right, Ryan Q, I promise you a game next week on the show. Don't worry, we'll get you the match.
Ain't nobody got time for that, Greg Jennings. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Good job.
Say wired.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing.
Touchdown.
All right, James Jones in the end zone, looking sharp.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Extra point attempt on the road.
Let's go.
The point after try.
Anybody think Ray Lewis suffered the Madden intro video curse?
I don't believe that's a real thing.
SGibs is playing right now against Tarantula, and I'm about to play somebody from the Giants lobby on Xbox.
I think our game's about to disconnect too. I don't know. Maybe we just have not a good connection tonight. Woo,
Felix.
Jukies.
My internet at home was suffering some network timeouts last night.
Might be the legitimately could be.
The earthquake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's frozen. I can't move. Disconnect. Wow.
21.
Really?
Offense lines up here. First and 10. Running back gets
I
it on the
can't
handoff.
do anything.
All right.
Terrible.
I'm going in the lobby here, tech guy. I need random dot.
I need more allowance.
Go inside or outside.
I would like one as
Tarantula, where do you reside?
in a web.
Haha.
25. 25 max. Well, I guess it'd be 26. 26. So 1 through 26. What'd you get? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nin J. 68 and 23, 1-6 in a row. I think he got lucky because I think somebody exited just as he was. It would have been salty, but it's going to be Nin J.
Screen plays, or if you want, you can still throw it down the field. The arc of Tony Romo.
Gosh, giant slot trail.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A guy named Bill Parcells.
Could SGibs create an offense so powerful even he couldn't shut it down?
Around as an undrafted free agent and
Possibly.
rookie free agent, and then you just saw the development and his numbers in the Cowboy record book. I mean, they're pretty extensive.
Yeah, they are. You know, and really, since he's been the starter of the Cowboys,
Really working to fight this lag here.
Can I get my camera full screen for a sec?
and people don't give him the credit he deserves. But that
Yeah.
team, no matter how they
I can't do anything.
You can go just me if you want real quick. Because we are doing it here on Twim.
hinge on how well he
Tell me how you like this, boys.
well, a quarterback great for the Cowboys.
I like that he's running. Oh, Oh, baby! You just missed it. You just missed some cheddar there.
We're doing it.
They just missed the blitz.
We're doing it. This could be the worst idea I've ever had, especially that I'm playing a very good player right now, it appears. And I'm going to use the Patriots offensive book. Why? I do not know, my friends.
Fumble! Pick it up! Come on.
I'm going rogue, boys. I'm going rogue.
Kid's going rogue. Kid has lost his mind.
I believe in Eli. I'm with you. I'm also disgusted by my own behavior, but I got to try it.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The quarterback
This is a bad idea, but you know what? I might have had worse.
running back in motion here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's the route.
Woo! He was going to
He was
DeMarco.
going.
He was going to DeMarco. Polo. I think Farls has something for all the fans at home.
I think I forgot. No, I think I remember.
Pretty simple to remember.
Okay.
Farls, pretty simple. For the way Farls plays, I think New England is a solid book. And you might be wondering, why are we not running our offense we just put out? Well, for all the people that bought it, is that really fair?
Yeah, now that we've sold it and you
Now we
paid...
sold it, you paid for it, we shouldn't be airing it. As much as I want to use it, I just cannot use it at this
Do I
point.
squib to Ted Ginn?
Although I am using the Carolina offense, which we put in the print guide, 32 pages of content.
True that. I'm going to go with a chief kick here.
Never go rogue.
Right away, Bearcat.
All right. Let's see what we have here. Don't have Clay Matthews, who, as you guys found out, is my favorite superhero.
He's looking to the right.
He's so good.
Clay?
I like a lot of Clay.
Love me some Clay.
First down, keep those chains moving. Give yourself.
How good is Clay Matthews?
The jumbo set on the field.
Are you playing already?
Yep.
Wait, you're using Carolina.
Yeah, he's using Gun Heavy Panther.
Who are you playing?
Empty backfield for the quarterback.
I forget, but I know he's got a real good record. Boykin.
Oh boy, DeMarcus Ware just lit me up.
Receiver that time holding on to the football after the catch. One hit by the defense. In this league, you better be able to catch it and take the big hit.
First down and 10.
QB rap Colin Kaepernick.
The wide receiver in motion. Second down and 5.
Gotta get out there, blockers.
Complete the pass, Jim, and then get the first down. Sooner or later, you got quarterback
Barking out new signals. After running it, it's second down. They bring in an extra defensive back. There's the quarterback barking out new signals.
Oh, I wanted that. That was a good read.
I need more allowance. What
3rd and
happened?
inches. Almost had a pick.
Pick.
on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do?
I don't know if that qualifies as almost a pick, but it was good. It was a good play.
Pick. I like it, Farls. Kid's been playing with the Eagles all week underground.
Have I?
Uh-oh. All right, go to the Patriots lobby quickly. I might have to play someone new. Yeah, we're getting disconnected here.
Throw it over the middle.
This is my first time.
We're back?
Miraculous, huh?
No? All right. Sorry, Tarantula.
All right, full screen ZFarls. Let's go. I'm locking up.
They're going to feel like they're going to make it happen.
All right. Sorry, Tarantula. I don't know, man. I don't know if that was... Farls, you have any lag?
No, I'm pretty good.
First and 10. Frank Gore gets it here.
Oh, Frank Gore.
Oh.
Frank Gore.
All right. Patriots lobby. Tech guy, I'm going to need the random number generator.org.
Your running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly.
And we're not playing a 5-minute game. All right, 12 people there. Tech guy, do it. 12. Tell me the number.
Good job here by the quarterback. He doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 2K King. 23, 23. The guy just said he wants a game. Guess what he gets? He gets a game.
Defense, because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play.
Rundy.
Quarterback took advantage.
Oh, my. Ooh.
Who's the guy you're playing? What's his name?
Committed to the run.
Um,
About it, and when you're committed to
I'm not sure. Somebody in the chat. He's good, though. He's pretty good.
stay with it.
Well, good news, bad news.
What?
Good news is my offense hasn't let me down yet.
That is good news, bad
You know?
news. Farls is going rogue here.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 8. Throwing now to his left.
Pit.
And to be perfect.
Nice job
Dennis
by the quarterback.
Peterborough.
Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a first down, but it sure makes 3rd down a lot easier.
Crabtree. So what are you thinking here, Farls? 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, I'm thinking a definite run is an option.
Probably keep quarterback run, right?
Yeah. But obviously not now. So and Kaepernick outruns the spy, had the spy there.
Back in the NFL now, when you break the pocket,
Swerved your spy,
That's
kid.
why you get a Colin Kaepernick. And remember how I said in the Twim preview, should you use Alex Smith or Colin Kaepernick? This guy making a strong case for Colin Kaepernick full-time. I don't think he's full-time for me, per se, but I do think he's a very good option at the quarterback position. I need to make a depth chart change to put in Deshaun Jackson, kick returner, but that's okay.
Sean.
See what we can do.
Boykin. Yeah, you gotta
Brandon.
get Deshaun back.
Yeah.
When you have a guy like that.
Yeah. True that. True that.
All right, we could go with split screen. Need more allowance. Yodel-hee-hoo.
Getting ready now to
running
start
is
their
a
drive.
reality. They have struggled all year long. And today they better put some weights in their pocket because they're going to see a lot of runs right at them. Are they going to be strong enough to stand in there and take it? I don't know. We'll have to see it to believe it.
Here's the give to LaShawn McCoy.
What'd you do there, Foss?
That was just a straight power style run, and I got 15.
Little bit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know I gotta do this again. Oh boy. Oh boy, Gibbs. Gibbs, be better than what you're doing.
Offense lines up here. Now 1st and 10. He'll fire it out.
Saw that coming a mile away.
First down.
Stinking tight ends.
Getting that first down in the game, to me, is a quarterback who like getting that first pass.
What was that there?
Eases the pressure, puts
Crossing patterns from the ace.
Harbaugh takes over a year ago as the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, and all he does is turn it completely around. He came so close to winning the NFC
Shields,
title.
get me there, get some legs.
Harbaugh is a guy that just, he's a believer, and he makes
Oh, I know why he wants this formation. I know exactly what he's going to hit me with in like a second.
What they were doing, and he created a culture out there where tough wins, and that's what they want.
1st and 10. Handoff. Trying to fight for some hard-earned yards.
Shady.
Nickel formation for the defense here. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's back to the ground game.
Oh, need more
You run
allowance.
the football like this.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for the route on the far left that I ran a couple times previously in the previous tournament. ZFarls.
J-Mac.
Love it, kid.
J-Mac.
Love it.
You know, in the NFL now, the defenses have to be smart. When it's a long situation where you think they might throw it deep down the field, when they throw it short, you have to react. You have to
Pick. Oh, that was right there. Oh.
Shady. Shady had room. Shady had room.
You got to be in a
Shady had
situation
room,
where
room,
the
room.
defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense.
Takes the snap from the shotgun. This play set up by the long game.
Shady.
These first downs add up.
Gets it here.
Who you got? Who you playing?
Something 2K guy or something.
You the pack?
Right now.
Second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
I wanted that route to the left. Wanted that route to the left.
Quarterback's calling something out.
I did start Justin Tucker in fantasy,
Play clock's running down.
and it did not go well for me.
Now the kicking team comes out.
Hey, strong close is a
Is Bear?
problem for me. I lost it last week, yeah.
You don't get the run D or no?
No, it's not the run, it's the pass.
Leading by 7. He made it.
Gotcha.
Just the snap throwing it.
Lining up for the kickoff.
Henry got a boot or no?
The
Who?
49ers.
Alex Henry.
I thought he did.
I thought he has a decent. I didn't get a good kick right there. I don't like to kick deep because especially to I think that's Teddy. Although my opponent prefers the 20-yard line, I'll say okay.
Need more nuggets.
All right, let's go.
Yodelahee-hoo.
Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6. First down coming up.
The defensive line
Steps back to throw.
That's why you get an Aaron Rodgers, I guess.
A-Raj.
Hey, Raji.
A-Raj.
I'm about to do something I have never actually tried in the game.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Why?
He has the grab.
Why? Because I do, Farls. Because I do.
What a job by the quarterback, finding a way to throw that football and pick up another first down. They are marching down the field right now.
Didn't work. Too many guys in the proverbial box.
And all he does is turn him completely around.
A-gap. No, that was just weird.
Aggressive.
That was not.
And he makes players believe in themselves. I think that's what you saw with the San
They'll go
Francisco
shotgun
49ers.
here.
They believed in what they were doing.
Down?
But the lead are not down.
And that's what
Good route by him right there. Good route. I trailed it, but
man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Accurate not there that time. That was accurate.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down. After that incompletion, they'll fire it out to the left.
That's why you get a Greg Jennings on an out. Hey, whoever has the guide, what's the rule? If you see I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Well, that score ties the game up. Now on the defensive side, you got to come out there and take advantage of this.
Pretty good touchdown.
This feeling you got going now. And
I was looking at you. You got the ball back?
yeah, I get ball at half. I scored. No, I'm on.
How do you feel about the Eagles?
They're okay. Pretty good. He's got a nice play like your play.
Yeah.
That right there. Oh no! He wasn't throwing to him.
That's ridiculous.
He was not throwing to him.
No, he wasn't.
And if he was, that was a bad read.
That was a total mess up.
That's why you don't use Kaepernick, but it doesn't bite him, unfortunately.
Farls is not happy with the results of that play. Farls, can you tell the fans at home what you're thinking?
I'm thinking that's okay. You know, had some D. I'm able to, I think, get his primary formation locked up a little bit. And he switched to another one. I got to make some adjustments. I got an idea of what I can do. Now they scored. And we'll move along from there, for sure.
Job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
7-7 right now. My guy is driving. I can't believe he scored on it. I'm sorry, Farls.
I got a hashtag coming. I think he's bringing heat off the left.
LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff.
That's a terrible read by the running back. It's a short game, but it's all his fault.
Now he's going to adjust.
Line up on one side of this play. First and 10. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Nice total control pass lead there. I like what he did. T. Davis is a great player. I gotta move up a little bit here.
They are getting ready to rush that corner.
2-minute warning here in the second quarter. The quarterback's hollering out instructions. Second down and 10.
Woo! 3-3-6, kid. Play, and Perry on the outside. One-on-one matchups.
So don't give those play action fakes. Get in position
Wow.
and get rid of that football.
The quarterback has his team's attention here. The defense comes to the line, ready to pounce on that quarterback one more time. Can they get another sack right here? Inhales the pass.
Wow, that's difficult to watch.
No, that was pick, Brad. That's the Michael Vick.
Really? There's like 5 guys on that. Wow, tough.
Bang. That was bad by me.
That Vick?
Yeah, I had a playmaker. I needed to probably lob it. Otherwise, unfortunate. Unfortunate mistake.
The big play here.
Coverage D.
Now 1st and 10. He's looking to the right here.
Right on that. Give me some user control.
Nice job that time getting that extra yard and getting that first down. This offense methodically just marching down. That's a nice job by the receiver. Nowadays, you don't have to worry about taking hits high because of the rules of the NFL. You got to worry about the low hit.
First down.
Yeah.
The long play. Good job that time by the receiver.
1st and 10. Coverage all the way. He's going to the left.
Stretch.
This offense, they are methodical, aren't they? Kind of boring to watch. First down.
All right, 7-7. Farls, what's going on in your game?
I'm gonna probably be down 21-7, but I gotta score before the half, and then I get ball.
Right.
So if I could score, I should be all set. We shall see, though.
We shall see.
About to take the snap inside the 20.
Namdi? Nope.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Staying on the ground.
Halfback draw with about 6 guys with.
Yeah.
Good call. Frustrating.
Extra point is good.
Farls gonna bounce back here.
Yeah, this guy's score. I'll be all set. I might take Deshaun Jackson, put him in the game here.
The offense heads to
Depth
the
chart.
line for the 7th play of the drive.
Need play.
Makes the catch.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. So look at the defensive play.
Why? Because I do.
Teammates on. Keep us on the
Alex Smith is
sideline.
getting some love with 82 deep threat accuracy. I like that. I like that a lot.
The 49ers lead by 14. David Akers lining up for the kickoff.
Okay, made the edge. We made the edge.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Trying to get it outside.
Get legs. Get legs.
They tackle him for a loss.
So I'm calling timeouts to try and conserve time to get back here. We must protect this house.
That's a nice job blocking by the offensive line and a really good job by the running back. Seeing the proper hole, gets up in there and picks up big yards.
They're able to move the chains. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. From the gun.
Pick that, Matthews! Come on, Clay.
You are not going to be an accurate quarterback, of course. When you're under this kind of
What happened?
Threw a pick. I made a bad read. No, I didn't make a bad read. I had a guy open. He beat it. He beat the press, but his defender recovered and got a pick from the back, which we've seen can happen this season.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series.
Really?
Under pressure.
Really? You could do that?
Jim, that was really a terrific
And not
job.
have that be a fumble?
The pocket is
Wow.
breaking down, and look at that.
Field goal time. Good. That was good in the red zone. I like that. I was able to hold him.
Coming up, second down. And the kick is good. Dropping back.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way.
ZFarls
even though it's early in
playing
this
against the
game.
Niners. I'm playing against the Niners and the Packers as well.
Packers are back deep, ready to return. They're going back up top. And he's thrown to the
I won't return that. I don't want to return that.
no return. The ball's coming out to this one.
Gets the quarterback, gets the sack, that clock keeps moving. What a job on the defense in this situation.
Why? Because I do.
Ready to pounce on that quarterback one more time. Can they get
All right.
another sack right here? Good
Play.
The offense stops the clock right away with a timeout. Nobody but
So I just want the flow of this drive to start. He's in a dime. I see that. I want to just kind of get some positive yards. So I'm gonna go to a play I know. Feel pretty confident with a couple yards here. And as I say that, I stumble and run into a guy and don't get any yards.
hurry up offense. Quarterback's calling something out. The formation here. Reception on second down, but bringing back
Mr. Jones and me.
No.
Mr. Jones and me sing each other fairy tales. What happened, Falls?
Vernon just went beast mode.
These will not back off. Back to the
He's gonna get 3. He's gonna get 3. So
throwing now to his left.
No, SGibs. That's an inside pass lead.
that's big. That's big. Can't turn it over before the half. That's huge.
And I just
Had
did the
to
same
play.
thing. I had I had an inside pass lead and I didn't throw it right.
They got in position and they made the interception.
All right, get ball here. I just gotta slow down here.
Sing each other fairy tales.
Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
We're back here now. These defensive backs are ready to impact. Leading first down. Offense ready for the snap. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. They tackle him.
Mr. Jones and me.
You have a defense as fast as this one, they over pursue. So that's why you want to run a counter run. Take advantage of the fact that
Zanzibar.
too fast, too hard, and not thinking on the defensive side.
I got a play I can call.
Here. The quarterback mixing things up at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun. And
Get in there, Mr. Big Pick.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it resulted
Farls did go rogue, you gotta admit.
Yeah.
the wide receiver in motion. Out of the gun. Heaving it down the field. Makes the play. It'll be. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. Three-step drop.
You go, no timeout, but hey, good D there.
Excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there. Gets the quarterback, gets the sack. That clock keeps moving.
I've thrown a pick. I guess I'll have to take that. Jeez.
They'll go shotgun here. Looking across
Eh.
the middle.
Dun 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 dun.
And the offense will call
Dun,
a
dun, dun.
timeout.
The long throws down the field.
So right now, Farls is thinking I should not have switched up for my Packers. What's happening?
Nothing. I got ball. I had a long pass. Should have not just. I probably.
Bring in an extra defensive back. My gosh, what do we got to do to stop this guy?
You run it out. You run it out. Is Vic making some throws here?
No, he's doing all right.
Field goal range.
You got the wrong.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
The play to the receiver by giving him hands signal.
That hurts.
Randall Cobb ready to run with this return.
Corn on the cob.
Backed up at that point.
Randall Horn on the cob.
The secondary player, he's in position and able to.
Did I hear music?
Be incomplete.
Yeah, I hear music as well.
First and 10, 13-7. And he's playing dime. I see that. I respect that. And I don't. I mean, I know he's not. And that's the one thing you gotta watch out for is Big Pat Willis. Right now, he's playing all two-man under.
It's all his fault. He picked the wrong hole and should have cut it back and he didn't. And that's why he was tackled.
Ah, they didn't
Switch
give
up
it to
there
me.
Against the quarterback, the wide receiver in the NFL
Love that pass lead. Love that
What's
pass
Henry's
lead.
boot? What's Henry's boot?
Das Henry. Let's go.
That's another thing I didn't study. I feel like you should be able to hit this stuff.
That's a
54.
54.
That's like pretty basic, right?
The Cowboys guy can't hit a 56. I know that. So, or 57. So he should, if you get it good.
Yeah.
Knees weak, arms heavy, on his sweater already. Oh, he's ice water in his veins, kid. All right, so he can hit a 54. I was going to ask for a quick numbers crunch. Any Eagles users out there don't have the length of his kick.
Need a hit stick.
You don't like facing Ted Ginn in the return game.
Need a hit stick from Jamar.
Big Jamar Woodley.
Jamar. It's no Clay Matthews, that is for sure.
You don't have a Clay.
49ers come onto the field with a first down on the way. Quarterback's calling something up. First down pass.
Pick that! Oh, wow!
This passing league now is hard to make plays.
Breathe easy.
There.
Breathe easy.
On the sidelines going, well, what else you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
The quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid big sack for a
It's great. It's great. It's great.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Little halfback stretch. I like it. He did. He threw right at C-Dub.
And play there to free up the halfback so he can go in between them and get into secondary and make a big play. Good job here by the quarterback. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the right side.
Oh, big Tremont. Let's go. Go up. Return it. Don't hit a guy and fall over, but okay. 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 Now we're looking. Now we're looking. Farls, how are we looking? Farls got a field goal. Still in this game.
Oh,
toes down. Toes down. Toes down.
there's no way he didn't have a yellow zone right
No?
there. Just, there's no chance. Bummer.
I have no confidence in this play, but I'm gonna. Hey, CC. There's only one way to learn this play. That's to run it.
Anyone? I thought I put a guy there.
CC for the win! Calhoun County's corner or something. Playbook Essex Wheatley.
Read it on MaddenDips.com.
Read on MaddenDips.com. That's a play straight from the man, the myth, the legend, Calhoun County.
And after that extra point, the Packers are leading by 8. The 49ers in kickoff return.
Calhoun County in the house. Calhoun County is in the house. I don't even think he's watching right now, but just to let him know. Just let everybody know at home.
Get him here for a sack.
Gets him some space, especially nowadays in this league where they do everything they can to make sure that quarterback doesn't get hit.
CC is a absolute savage monster. Kid is so good. I shouldn't call him a kid, a man.
From the gun. Press coverage all the way. And first down coming up. The defense doubled up on that one.
Well, the quarterback can't get him over.
You don't want to watch out for that.
But the coverage was so good on the defense. An easy completion for the quarterback on the play action pass. And it fools the
Hey,
defense
sexy lady.
offensive line is. They saw the play to the defense and the
D'ing up
quarterback
over there,
took advantage.
Gibbs?
They've got a first down now after that catch here.
Yum yum style. Let's go, Big Raj Pickett. Let's go, Big Raj.
Jeremy Macklin?
For the bread?
Nice conversion.
Something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Hey, sexy lady.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. After that sack, it's now 2nd down and 17. Safety valve.
C-dub on it like glue.
Brent.
C-dub.
That was a risky throw, but I'm willing to make it Michael Vick because why not?
He needs you on that wall. He wants you on that wall.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Hey, sexy lady.
Who?
Now 1st and 10. Playing press coverage to the outside. The quarterback has his team's attention here.
Harbour. Clay Harbour making a big play here.
Shields, your man up on him, kid. That's Randy Moss.
Catch the ball running.
Oh,
What'd they say?
it's PlayStation 3. Oversight. Oversight.
Let's see what they do here. First downs are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
There's a Vic thing. There's a thing Vic can do for you.
Wanted it. Bladed it. All right, so I'll take it to the end of the quarter. Hey.
I'm okay with it.
What? Whoa, bro. All right, bro.
Need a Jamar Chaney. Need Jamar Chaney to be a big truck right there.
Yeah?
Yep.
Going to risk the big return, so here's the squib kick. And they bring it down. And
Guy was holding the bean. It's holding.
the line after that catch for a
Dobbs.
first down. Quarterback taking the snap.
Woo!
from the shotgun.
Raji, show me how you work, Raji. Show me how you work, Raji. Show me how you work. Discount double check, Rogers. Something like that, right?
At the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets a sack.
Quarterback drops back, challenging the
Little out, little taste. Ooh, little taste of the own out medicine.
coming up on this drive.
Get that extra couple yards.
Goes down smooth.
They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts. Good job
Looking
here by
for a
the
receiver.
No. Sam Shields.
I was watching your game. And
I
not setting
put a
up
lot
my
of adjustments on that
defense.
play.
I was not setting up my
Kid put a
defense.
lot of adjustments on that play.
throw the football. The result
I mean, I'm not saying, but I'm saying I got a lot of adjustments.
That was a crazy pocket collapse.
Hey, sexy Gibbs. Gibbs. Hey, sexy Gibbs. Gibbs.
S-Gib style.
Oh, that's Gibbs style. Huh.
There's a big line shift here by the defense before the snap. First down and 10. Trying to fight.
Trying to get weird there with Randall Cobb.
Ah, could have used a spy.
First down is picked up. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Looking for an
Nice user by him.
off that pass.
He baited me. Wow.
Good job by the defensive back. Reading the wide receiver, makes the break at the perfect time, and gets the interception.
Good play, kid. He dropped to the drag, so I was, oh, okay, I have the slant is there.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Trying to make something happen. And the hit by Time is running out here.
Good job. Get the defense down by the offense. Look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
Fumble or something. If you saw what I did there,
There's nothing worse as
I user bumped the guy that he hit me earlier in the game on the zig pattern, and that delayed that route tremendously.
Ooh, good playmaker.
that time it leads to a sack. Quarterback looked all over the field. He's trying to find somebody that's open, but there is nobody open. Covered sack that time by the defense, and a job well done.
Steps back to throw. Looking for an open receiver on the offense. Getting set. The goal line in sight. Quarterback dropping back. Looking to get down the line.
Terrible job by the offensive line. Your quarterback needs more time than that. Another just marching down.
What's happening over here, fellas? Fourth quarter, he's running some clock here.
No, he's playing. He's locking in. He's going for the score, baby.
Going ham.
Believe that.
Colin, get him. Sack, fumble. Fumble!
I think Kaepernick can carry the rock. He's probably missed like only 2 or 3 throws, so he's pretty good option for this.
I know you guys disagree with me here, but I think you kick a field goal here, and you're gonna have to kick on sides anyway. Well, you can go for 2. I don't know.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Hey.
3rd down and 8. He'll fire it out to the left, and it's knocked down, incomplete. There's a difference when you play zone, you drop back, and you
All right, I'll do a field goal, which we'll take. But it's a little late for that. I'm gonna need a score.
No way! That's so ugly.
What happened?
5 guys on a fullback, and the fullback makes a diving catch in front of like 4 guys.
Is it a coon?
Right on target. Touchdown.
My heart hurts after that. My heart seriously hurts.
So this guy's he's running a little bit of the idea behind the bench bonus and drag cross-ups. So he's got drag cross-ups concepts and he's got bench bonus concepts. Pretty nice.
Difficult assignment trying to win this one.
Yeah, it is. We're talking about you're looking for the football to be moved 6 inches. It has
My mic is messing up.
It has to be close to a yard.
Oh, it should be better now. I'm thinking I'm done.
Overturn the call on the field and move that football.
What is that? Motion from the shotgun. They're going to bypass the point after and try to pick up a 2-point conversion. What a catch from the shotgun.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful.
If he caught that, I swear. Wow. Running around like ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
Is that from a movie?
Huh?
Is that like from a movie?
Why? It's from you call it a movie, I guess, a YouTube thing.
Anybody spends, that was for my fans. I probably don't have that many left, but that was for my fans right there. You know.
Cobber.
You know. Anyone?
Keeping the pressure on their opponents.
Whatever. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation.
Little old school end zone fade right there for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onto the field now for this next series.
I need a hit.
I like what he's doing here.
Need some pop.
He's so baiting me. He's so baiting.
Oh, Keem Jordan, lay a lick. Somebody lay a lick.
He wanted me to do that, I think.
What a job by the quarterback, finding a way to throw that football and pick up another 1st down. They are marching down the field right now.
The quarterback has his team's attention here. This will probably be the last play.
Hey, sexy lady. Oof. Oof, 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 oof.
Trying to spy there.
The NFL on EA Sports. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 1st and 10.
Uh-oh. Corn. 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 Corn on the cobber. Corn on the cobber. Well, I was in this game still, sort of.
A little bit, you know, battle back. The picks, those 2 picks.
The early pick.
One was my fault. One, I mean, picks are pretty much generally always your fault, but I want to keep him deep. Uh-oh, please go deep. Please get deep. Please get deep. Please get deep. Ooh.
Stay in bounds. Hey, corner. I need a quick numbers crunch. Quick numbers crunch. How far can Mason Crosby kick a field goal?
63. 0.3. Repeating, of course.
Big moment here for the defense. Lined up at the 46.
What am I doing?
Up the middle.
think I'm goofing stuff up.
No, Justin Smith made a nice play there. What's 46 plus 17?
Too far. 7 and 6 is 13, 63.
So he can make this. But it's got to be perfect. Is that what you're telling me, Farls?
Well, at least I can say that Colin Kaepernick needs a bath more than Eli needed a bath after they played.
James Jones, and that's probably going to do it. That will do it.
Good job by the offense. Another first down. The defense
No,
absolutely.
gum style.
When you get tired, you make mistakes.
Barring a fumble and something dumb, I should just knee it out, but it's not fun for everybody, is it?
The offense is set.
Right.
Yeah, you should just have seen the play that just happened. That's why I was laughing.
Corn on the cob!
When you have an offense like this,
That's why you get a corn on the cob as your halfback in the Green Bay Packers. That's why you do it. Corn on the Randall Cobb.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Yeah, football's football.
Quarterback's calling something out.
False.
You got the dub? You got the win?
As long as corn on the cob doesn't cost.
Did you kick a field goal?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't kick a field goal.
You wanted to know how far you could kick a field goal?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was at the something yard line.
The wide receiver in motion.
Just don't fumble, corn.
Now first and 10. Right back to him.
Don't run at Mr.
Patty Willis.
Still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on
Hey, sexy lady. Hey, sexy lady. Oh.
The offense heads to the line.
Ooh! Navarro is like, what's up? Navarro's like, I used to be the drummer for the Foo Fighters, now I play linebacker. What's up? Navarro? Say, yeah, that's a music joke, you know.
Navarro over the middle.
It's for my fans.
Mark Navarro.
That's what I'm all about. I'm all about you guys.
How do you send a tout? You got to go to tout.com and look up. I'm guessing I'm SGibs or something.
I got this jersey. I'm actually should probably call a play here.
So if he can return it for a touchdown, he wins. Is that fun for everybody at home? If he returns this for a touchdown, then he will win the game.
That interception is strictly on the quarterback. When you make bad decisions, I don't care how good you go.
Touchdown.
SGibs wins on the well, you already won, but still, you
In dramatic fashion. Let's pretend that was the game-winning touchdown. Pretend. That was a good game. Good opponent. That was a good
good battle.
Good random.org opponent. Really was.
I agree. I also had a good random.org opponent. My game's over. 37-24.
What did you lose last week? You won last week.
No, I won last week.
I lost last week.
Yeah.
I won.
We're switching off.
Yeah.
We're switching off.
I avenged my loss.
I did like this little scheme though.
It's pretty good.
But I gotta definitely.
You gotta work the kinks out.
I gotta work on it.
I think Shotgun
sure.
Ace is gonna be a big party, a big friend to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the? It was a good game to my opponent.
Two real turnovers.
I played. It was my opponent was 2K Kings or something. Good game, man. I appreciate you stepping up, playing on National Live Internet.
All right.
National Live Interweb.
What time is it?
10:21.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers had a very good day.
Yeah. Efficiency. 9 for 12.
Conservative day.
You ran the ball.
With Randall Corn on the Cobb.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Why do you think I get him out in the backfield? That makes the Packers offense so dynamic.
All right. Good statistics. We are going to close the show out for right now. And we'll see you next week on Twim. Remember, I think until midnight, you'll have the opportunity to get the Twim 40 at a discount. So a 40% off discount for the entire winner's kit. and that will include our new guides that just came out, the tournament specialized from the Giants and the starter specialized from the Chiefs. So some really good guides in there. Thanks everybody for tuning into the chat, watching the games, asking the questions. We'll keep bringing you guys the tips, and thank you very much for tuning in. Lock up.